Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Vibrance. My name is Merrick, and I'm your DM. And we are slowly but surely making our way through this grayed out city. So, in previous weeks, the guys traveled to the House of Blues, where they destroyed LeBlanc's supply of the color blue to his ominous, towering white castle in the center of town, which all the color seems to be siphoned up into. Then last week, we had a little murder mystery on our hands, which was, swiftly solved with the aid of some extra murder, and eventually cutting off the supply of orange as well to LeBlanc. So, needless to say, he's a little bit put out over the questing our friends have been on for the last while. But we'll get back to that in just a minute. I just have a few little quick catch-ups on all things else related with Penny Dragon Games. So on Sunday last, we had the Violet Madness once again, and the gang made it back into town after defeating the Coven of Hags, and they got back to the task at hand, which was to procure some living tissue samples of this rampant plague that has spread across the nation. And to do so, they shrunk down to miniature size and went into a very unique type of dungeon, the human body. So we left it off with the guys entering the heart, where they were attacked by some white blood cells, but more on that in maybe a week and a half's time. Then Friday before that, DM Dave and the crew were live with the Saffron Saga, and you can catch the VOD for that on Penny Dragon's Twitch and YouTube. The party have worked their way through the Carved Witch's basement, encountering fiendish traps, married skeletons, and the Carved Witch herself, but one of the party didn't make it. And I don't believe we have the Churn Gang tomorrow, but recently the Churn Gang found out that the God Thief has been at it for a lot longer than anyone else knew. So much that it seems that the current gods stole their places from previous ones. And in the next episode, then the party will face those truths and plan for the future. Then this coming Sunday, the Cloaks of Minehelm are back, and the map to the Fearless Fellows' hideout in hand. The party head deeper into dangerous swamps of Greenmarsh to the accursed ruins the brigands have taken as their stronghold. And all the background music and ambience tonight is brought to you by Tabletop Audio, all pre-installed on Roll20 for your use if you would like. And also, the maps you see on this adventure are created by myself, and you can find these on my Instagram and Twitter, both at Stiglitz. And with that aside, let's introduce our heroes once again this evening. Wayne, you're up first.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I am playing Zarin Brighthammer, the Oathbreaker Paladin / Sorcerer, and I don't take no guff from no one.
That's certainly true from last week's session.
I will smack a bitch.
Absolutely. Next up on my screen there we have Kat then.
Yes, hi. My name's Kat, and I play Jun Obata, the shifter barbarian fighter samurai. And as we've just discovered last time we played, Jun feels a bit uncomfortable with unplanned murder. We don't have time to unpack all of that right now, but should be fun.
Yeah, no, that will probably take a while to kind of sit down and talk through, I'm sure. Next up then is Orla.
Hi, I'm Orla, and I play Mina, who was the unplanned murderer. But Mina's never been a big one for plans. A lot of the best stuff can be improvised. There's a lot of big into creativity, and sometimes you just got to go with the flow. And in this case, the flow was death suddenly. Now, in fairness, it was mostly an accident. So really, it was more like it was like murder 2 at best. Maybe it was even manslaughter if you really argue it down. So, she's just, she may have, alarmed some of the party, but everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Just keep telling yourself that.
It's fine.
Next up then we have Ben.
Hi, my name is Ben. I play Kobu, the small incarnated, I suppose reincarnated is the wrong word, a small tree trunk brought to life through magic. You ever wonder what happens when wild magic goes wrong? Well, if there's a tree nearby, Kobu might exist. He is a small boy on a family road trip with all his friends, having the bestest of times.
Oh, I love the innocent spin you put on this adventure with Kobu. All right, and last but not least, we have Craig.
Hi, I'm Craig. I'm playing Gendry today. Gendry Longshadow. He is a stout halfling and constant companion to Jin Obara. He is sort of this medium, sort of diviner, sort of person. He's an eloquence bard for a Clockwork Soul Sorcerer 5 and a Divination Wizard 2. And yeah, it's just kind of all about, altering the roles at the table and buffing and taking away from roles and kind of shaping fate in that sort of way. And he has a very, very bad feeling about how easy this latest building was.
Don't feel too bad. They all have a range of difficulties. You got the easy ones out first. So, yeah, so with that, you guys managed to destroy the supply of blue and orange, as I had said, and you are just, wrapping up your business in the orangery. I'm going to bring you guys back over there. And you are fixing to leave.
Yeah, so we just do that. It's easy. We just get out of here, Mark. Just bring us back to the town. It's fine.
You just leave.
Yeah,
let's just leave.
Yeah,
let's just leave.
There we go.
Yeah,
we
let's just
leave.
get out of here.
How about that?
Easy,
You
right?
speak
Leave.
that. I
Yeah.
manifest it. I manifest
Yeah.
that we leave.
I could use some lunch.
You're welcome to just, wander through the halls and leave.
Hey.
See, I don't like how he said that. Does everyone else hear how he said that?
Yeah, like
I said
maybe
it like
less
a
of a
normal person.
wander.
I
And
had an
then-
entire
Yeah,
face
like we
instead.
didn't say wander through the halls, Mark. We said we leave.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah,
exit
so
by a
pretty
rapid
direct.
and
you know?
direct
no walking,
route
just
we're
leaving.
familiar with.
Yeah. We cut to us in the town square.
I'm sorry, you,
Yeah, yeah.
you cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby.
Oh no.
Excuse me, with the power of God on my side, I can do anything I want. So
Yeah, God and anime.
God and anime.
All right, fuck it. Fine, we'll play this game of D&D. Composed
Got
here.
one of those
Yeah, like you
vortex
expect us to
words.
play? God.
Jesus, all right. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm with Zarin over on the corpse, I guess.
Yeah.
That's becoming our thing. Is there
Shared
anything left?
remain.
There was a lot of fire and
Yeah, there was a lot of
screaming at the
fire.
end. Is there anything left for me to search in the corpse area?
No, so this changeling kind of went out, Terminator 2 style in that pit. of
That was
lava.
my impression. Just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Cool.
So are you still up on my shoulders, Mia? You were up on my shoulders when we kind
I
of
think I'm still on your shoulders. I think I was
bounced in
zapping
here,
from up
yeah.
there. Yeah.
we kind of both of us kind of just palpatine the crap out of this guy. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna kind of look at the puddle and then just turn around and see where everyone's at.
Oh, I remember at the end of the episode, I must have got down actually because I went over to the orange thing and I drank a bunch of the
You
orange
did.
goo and I
You
We
filled the
filled
did
water
that. Oh
skin.
yeah, we busted up
second-
the orange thing. Yeah.
a second water skin full of the orange stuff. So I'm the only one who's drank both.
Yep. So let me pull up the notes here. As far as I'm aware, Mina is the only one who drank both, and everyone else bar Zarin drank blue.
Yes, I believe that's
so
Mm.
we did that. So I must be on my own feet at that point because we did do that bit.
Ooh, thanks for the resub, Roshi. You can give inspiration to one of the characters of your choosing for subscribing, by the way. So just to throw that in there.
Also, to be fair, it only took 5 seconds for Jun to catch up. Not even, but he just got there and
Yeah.
late
Puddle
to
of
the
goo.
party. So he's just looking at Gendry, hands on his hips, just being like, "What happened?"
We handle
just
it. Don't
gestures
worry. Here,
to the corpse.
do you want
Did you do this?
Do you want some Sunny D?
I mean, I help.
Did you do this?
Okay, let's I have a suggestion. Friends. Let's
Yes.
leave. I would like to leave now.
Yes.
So I walk towards the door. I know that it's got acidy stuff in the doorway, so I'm just gonna walk up as far as the acid and have a look. I'm having a look. at
I'm
the
just gonna pop Kobu back up on my shoulder then usual. walking.
So the acid trap that fell. Sorry, Wayne. Sorry to interrupt.
You're okay. You're okay.
So the acid trap that fell is just going to cover this square and this square basically.
Okay.
So as a halfling, that might be a bit of a jump for you, Mina. But for the likes of Zarin, he just over the.
Zarin, you want to toss me?
I just anyone that needs to, I just start
Yeah, just give
hoofing
me
them
a
over
little
the.
yeet.
Yeah, please.
Yep, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep
Yeah,
it going.
so Zarin,
Anyone
Zarin
looking out
eats
this
the
window is just
hobbits.
seeing halflings going flying.
Down straight.
just gently, kind of dropping them over a couple
Yeah,
of,
I get you.
you know.
Not Ralph Wiggum through the window style.
No.
Well,
not
okay.
like-
Speak for yourself. I wanted to be
like-
tossed.
Are there any windows close by, like that we can maybe
yeah,
one
yeah.
out?
In the music room here, here's a window.
I
Come
keep
here.
trying to move my token on the Twitch screen instead of the Roll20 screen. I keep like touching the Twitch
We've
screen,
all
being like,
fell victim to
why
that.
isn't
Don't
my
feel bad.
icon moving?
Come
Oh
on.
no!
Like, I watched someone tap the page of a book the other day.
Oh wow.
Like it was a Kindle, just like tapped the book. I say someone, it was my mother and she's in the other room. Hear me say this. She knows I'm talking about her. Okay,
To
nothing
our-
bad has happened. No one's trying to kill us.
To our right, is that a wall out of this building? Like, is that a courtyard wall?
Here?
Like this here? or
Yes.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's super tall. It's like.
That's okay. Kobe just walks up it with his spider climb slippers. Let's just go this way. This way, my friends.
Oh, wait, bring this with you, and then Gendry will like throw a length of rope.
I think I used. Did I use both my? How many spell slots did I use in the last? No, I only used one spell slot in the last game.
Whoa,
I could take
We had a
one
very
person
combat light session last week.
with me. I could take one person with me through the wall. If other people had a way of getting over the wall like Kobu.
How tall is the wall, DM?
About 30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh. Jen can
I'll
make
be
that.
walking for at least 6 to 8 seconds.
I guess. I mean, Gendry, are you the least qualified to get through this wall? Do you? want
I
to-
mean, I could do it. It's no problem.
Just get on my
This is
back.
I'm not doing a thing with you right now. I was just asking, do you want me to zap you through the wall? Like, we're not having a. I'm not saying get your wand out, let's measure. I'm saying, do you want me to zap you through the wall?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Okay. Unless there's someone who thinks they can't get over it for some reason. Just don't leave anyone in the.
I'd like to drop the rope down, but I get the feeling that I'll be walking forever. Just stretching.
You keep going.
Have I reached the
We're
fog
waiting
on
to
the
see
edge of
what
the map?
happens to you.
Yeah.
No, you can get to the top. Yeah.
Wow. What a view.
Hey, Kobu.
Show you what you see. Boom.
Anything weird happening up there? Feel like there's a force field, or you're suddenly compelled to jump back down onto this side? Is
Are
it
you
more of
looking
the
back
same
down into the
courtyard?
courtyard?
Can you see us on both sides?
Yeah.
He can. Yeah. Well, he can't like on the map, but in reality, yes, he can.
It's an episode of Star
Oh.
Trek.
Have I Pac-Man to the other side of the map? Is that?
No, you should be just a step down. You should be able to see what's over the wall.
Yeah. I look over the wall. What am I?
Yeah, you're just basically looking at the outskirts of the manor from which he entered. You're in a little bit of a wooded area, but yeah, like I mean, you're for all intents and purposes, you are officially outside the orange. You know.
Are we doing the thing? Are we doing the? Like people have been playing D&D for too long, and we spend 20 minutes assuming that a random piece of furniture is a mimic. Are we doing the
Probably.
thing?
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
roll with it.
Yeah,
Let's
drop
go.
the
Let's
rope
go.
down, tie it off somewhere.
Okay, I grab Gendry and I dimension doors to the other side of the wall.
Okay, and no sooner do you do that, the entire wall becomes. No, I'm joking. That is a
Meteor
joke.
A large eye on the wall just goes.
The entire wall is a mimic.
Mimic.
So I'm gonna transport Gendry and Mina over to the other side of the wall. Boom.
So
Hey.
who's left there with me?
Jun.
June.
John. John is bigger than me, right?
Yeah, but he can, with bestial soul, he can jump very easily over that.
Cool.
Wow, 30 feet.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
Mm.
So I think it goes with my walking speed, which is 40 feet. And when you jump, you can make a strength athletics check and extend your jump by a number of feet equal to the check's total. So if there was like a DC that you were to make me have, then I'd have to meet that DC. And then if I roll over it, then that's the extra number of feet that I get.
Wow. Yeah, like, I mean, I'll take an acrobatics check. It's kind of like the barbarian in my other game. He can long jump into Spain.
So cool.
Mark, we can all long jump into Spain. Like,
Yeah, it's just the will to try.
Yeah.
So with my ability is I can use my athletics to do it. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh no! That's really, this is what I'm good at, and you're gonna give me 13.
Now, I had the DC at 12, so with the 13, what does that mean? You just jump a little... Do you still can't clear it, or...?
So I have a walking speed of 40.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to rule that. It doesn't give specifics on the D&D sheet right here, but let me just double check that.
Okay. And in the meantime, Zarin, how are you getting over this wall?
Is the rope still there?
I'm sure Kobu just tied it, yeah.
Do you just
I
do
to myself, and I
to
jumped
yourself?
over
Oh,
as
well,
a
yeah,
counterweight. I'll be the
Yeah.
other side of the wall.
Oh,
That's not going to work for me.
You're the
but-
counterweight?
Yeah, so I'm literally
Do
going
Do it.
Hold the
Do it.
tetherball.
What could go wrong?
Because I'm the last one down there. There's nobody else around me. I'm just going to thunderstep off and over. Just straight up bamf, and it fucks up the alleyway. That's destroyed. Just like leaving my mark. Fuck you
More
guys.
property damage. Yeah.
Straight out. Like
Adding more felonies to your rep sheet. Murder, vandalism, theft.
vandalism. It's like literally over the wall like this. Fuck you guys.
We're so cool.
Yeah. Pure vandalism. Hey, they brought us into this place. They can, reap what they sowed. Really.
Fair.
That is fair.
Someone find a gif for that bit from Misfits. It's just pure mindless vandalism.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna thunderstep up and over the wall, kind of just bam, because I can do it 90 feet. So I'm like, off I go with a large crack in it. Teleport.
Right.
Yeah, it's the rules are very ambiguous for the jump. I did double check. I do have to be raging, so I feel like I will use one of my rage points just to make that leap.
Just to get angry and jump.
Yeah. So if it would have been a 50-foot wall, I think I would have had to make a check because my walking speed is only 40 feet.
Okay, so right, that is a cool ability though. Yeah, so let me just boop you over there. All right, so you're on the outskirts of the wall now. But
I like how, like the 90s Turtles, we've all just like leaped and then adventure again on the other side.
Yeah, Jin does a
Continue
superhero landing. Just like,
Yeah. And then Kobu's just abseiling down slowly.
hang on, guys, I'll be right down.
Just 1 second. Safety first.
Hey guys, do you think that Rick's does food? Did it look like a lunch place? Did it look like a did it have a menu?
If it had anything, it's probably quite bland.
Well, yeah, but I
Food
mean
might be a strong term.
that I didn't say a good menu.
I think Gendry mentioned at one point he had jerky.
I may or may not. He kind of pads the side of his bag.
I'm just, I wouldn't mind a sit down. That was exhausting.
I concur.
So I don't know if you want to go back to Rick's or you want us to hang out in these trees. I'm down with either.
Yeah, I'm good with
I like to be out in nature sometimes to recharge.
I'd like to check in on Nick. I'm starting to worry about that guy a bit.
Well, here's my concern. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you what my concern is.
Are we walking and talking?
Yeah, let's walk and talk. Let's do that.
No, I would actually hold us back just a second. Indeed. Let's walk a little bit into the trees, like away from the wall, but like let's not go to Rick's just yet.
Sure.
And here's my thing with Rick. Maybe Rick is great, right? I'm always fast to trust a bartender. They tend to be my best friends. But consider this. So far, we haven't met anybody else who remembers who they are or has any sense of self unless they just got here. He seems to know a lot, and he was very eager to help us for no profit to himself. In fact, he would obviously put him in danger, given he's the only person talking to us. Given LeBlanc seems to be following our every move, he must know that we were in Rick's. So that just seems like odd to me. I don't know if it seems
Kill
odd to
Rick.
anybody else.
I hear you. Say no more. Kill Rick. Easy peasy.
I'm not saying kill him. I'm saying let's maybe not go back there immediately. Let's maybe consider it for a minute that maybe he's a spy.
Or maybe, and this may be grasping at straws here, but I once dealt with a situation before I met Kobu where the very helpful bartender was also the evil wizard.
Yeah, I mean, if I was scripting this play, that would be a fantastic end of Act 2, beginning of Act 3 twist
Indeed,
for the oh no moment.
And as we discussed previously, I think I have an aptitude for the stage. So
I am really beginning to like have complete faith in that. Like, I just think you've got an energy, and you've got these instincts that they can't be taught. They can't be taught.
To Rick's or not to Rick's, that I suppose is the question.
Is this the theory that we're working with now, that the bartender is a wizard?
No.
I mean,
just
if we're
that mildly
suspicious,
suspicious.
I don't understand.
Just mildly suspicious. That's kind of like, isn't that situation is a little suspicious. We don't really have a reason to go back to him right now. He gave us some good information last time, we hope. But like, maybe let's minimize our contact with people we don't know are or are not working for LeBlanc until we have more information from another source.
Where would we go? Where do we want to
I would just sit in
and-
these trees for a little bit. I could use a quick power nap, bit of a meditate for an hour would be fantastic for me. And I'm cool with just being in these trees for a little while. I quite like to be in a green
I feel
place.
like resting near the scene of murder and chaos might not be as
Well, I mean, let's
good.
go a little into the trees. But I mean,
Those bushes could be deadly as well.
Sure,
we don't
but-
know.
again, I have to emphasize it does appear that LeBlanc knows where we are at all times and has been watching us the whole time anyway, and is probably listening to us right now. So it just seems redundant to try and hide. Does that seem? I don't know. Is anyone with me on this one? Like, it just seems like
I mean,
maybe he's.
no, it makes sense.
If we are hungry, I do have, and I reach into my bag and I pull out rations. I have.
I guess I have a little picnic.
Yeah, I packed some food as well.
Yes. So we can easily set up a camp. Yeah.
And then as we're sitting, if we make a little camp away into the trees and we're sitting around and we're eating, we could have a friendly discussion about where we want to go next. I remember us discussing the farm. Some people were pro-farm, some people were anti-farm. That's something that maybe we could discuss now. I mean, I'm always a little suspicious of the big farm.
Well, there is your conundrum. Feel free to discuss.
Well, I mean, anywhere is an open slate at this stage for this town of such. I'm willing to go wherever, but we've had the statues of that come to life. We've had the mystery solved with murder. So who knows? I kind of just lean in, kind of not so much covering Kobo's. Is like the farm is the place where it was the farmer who cuts down trees, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, for sure. But we're gonna have to go there sooner
She's
or
right.
later.
Yeah, it might be
It's
better
gonna
to
be
tear that
bad,
bandage
and
off.
maybe we just rip those bandages off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he has time to process. We can explore the other ones, and
And channel that rage into wherever the next place. we go.
exactly make it something
like
productive.
Rage
a
can be very
healthy-
constructive.
I know avenging rage is always quite
very,
constructive.
very
Yes.
Quite
good
right,
for the,
quite right.
the circulation. Sort of clears
It gets the
humors.
blood flowing, clears it of toxins. Let's
I
get
like
that energy
I like-
out.
So is that everyone voting for the farm straight off the bat?
That did feel unanimous. I felt good.
It did, didn't
It did kind of, yes.
And we achieved it
Go-
without murder.
Kobu, how do you feel,
Progress.
young lad, about going to take out the farmer and his ilk?
What is that? Sorry, you told one of your stories, and I thought it was time to rest. Where are we
Yes. Well, we've taken care of the blue place and now the orange place. And now, what color was the farm?
Red.
Was the
going?
red? We were thinking maybe the red farm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So there might be farmers on the farm.
Could be.
Or maybe. I mean, And Kobu, you can Zara, you know this, like Kobu, like a toddler, fastly approaching, is like even the most exciting in the world is not getting this guy. He's in that dreamy dad carrying you in from the car state.
Yeah. That's where we're at. He's kind of like tucked up on my shoulder, obviously.
Let's take our meditation power nap time, and then when we're done, maybe we'll, as we walk, we'll prep Kobu en route.
Yeah. I like the sound of that.
It is a plan.
I speak to the gods that we are taking a short rest.
And I kind of bundle. I get my cloak and I bundle it up, and I give Kobu a little bed and took a few leaves in, a few twigs, and make him a little, not so much a nest, but a comfy little spot on the ground to keep him nice and, cozy.
If I'm not supposed to be pressing the short rest button on D&D Beyond, Mark, tell me now.
I was hoping we could press the long rest button.
Oh, are we like sleeping the night?
Up to you guys.
Well,
Okay, we can do that.
How long
I just
has it been?
You've been in Vibrance for 4 hours now.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like,
I mean, you were already, like, all things considered, game time, you were like 20 minutes in the House of Blues, and
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. Yeah.
so you're about
that's
4 hours now. Yeah.
So I mean, if more than just Zarin are feeling like they could use a sleep, I could certainly maybe use some shut eye. I know we haven't been here very long, but I mean, from
can
what Rick
keep
told us, we
watch.
have 4 days.
I mean,
On
I have
average.
Yeah, on
excellent
average,
eyesight.
That's important.
depending
And
on blue
I
juice
don't
consumption.
need that much sleep, so
Oh,
If-
neither
if
do I,
other-
and I'd
if
rather
other
not leave this one alone.
yeah. Well, if you guys wanted to sleep, I can keep watch, or at least I can keep watch for some of the time, and Jun can take over for a bit. I don't mind. I only really need an hour.
This is acceptable.
Yeah, no, I mean, if everyone's okay with that, that would be lovely.
Okay, shooting for a long rest then.
Indeed.
Cool.
You're into danger bush.
Not the scary trees.
It's the danger bush.
Bear with me for one tiny second.
Oh,
Cool. Okay, so long rest time commences. Whoever is on watch, could I get a D20 from you, please?
Just a D20 on its own,
Straight
or
up D20.
okay? Should I? My passive perception is 17, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. Totally unrelated to anything.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay.
That's a 19.
Diddly diddly dee, 19. While everybody is sleeping, is Jun asleep? Actually, that's important.
No, he's staying up with
Okay,
Mina.
so while everyone else is sleeping, both Mina and Jun hear kind of rustling from the trees, and out steps a familiar face. Boom. It is none other than LeBlanc himself, and he is twirling his cane, and he has a very mischievous smile on his face.
How long have we been resting? Have I had a short rest?
Yeah, like this is probably be about like 4 or 5 hours in.
Right. Just take me out.
How long has he been standing there? Just
Oh no,
squinty.
yeah, it's like a bit of peeping Tom in the bushes.
Yeah,
Sinister.
why is he?
But yeah, he kind of just strolls out twirling his cane with a smile on his face, and he goes, "Oh,
Oh, good entrance. I give like a solid 8 out of 10. Jun, thoughts?
I don't consider him at all.
well, it's nice to know that my theatrics are still playing up nicely with my guests in the town. You're not here very long. You're sleepy already? That's very unusual."
Well, we're just really enjoying ourselves. I personally the monochrome thing is starting to grow on me. It's kind of classy. It's classic.
Well,
it
it works.
speaks
I
to
like
a
it.
time gone by. It's the, especially with the in this kind of area and a naturalistic vibe, it's very like Art Nouveau. I'm adjusting.
You see, I knew you would. I knew you would, and you will come to love this place even more as time goes on. I guarantee it.
I'm very adaptable.
That's
John, what do you think? I mean,
delightful to
I don't
me.
know how does actually, I have a question, John. Sorry, I will get right back to you, but it's just something has just occurred to me. this is going to sound insensitive, but I have to ask it because I've thought of it now. With your whole thing, right? How is your color vision anyway? Can you see colors normally, like when we're not here?
He just, for a long moment, just looks down at her without breaking any eye contact. Just like the ears twitch a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, no, maybe so.
And then he goes back to like filing his claws.
I guess we'll report back on that later. So, LeBlanc, what can we do for? Just keep your voice down, though. Kobu really needs the nap.
I see that. Yes, he's got himself quite worked up. Must be tough on him.
You know, at that age, you know how it is.
Well, I'm sure he's. It's not so much meeting new people, though. I'm sure he's very familiar with everyone here. Oh,
is that all?
He
sort of pipes up.
Well, more on that at another time. I've merely checked.
I wouldn't want to ruin your ominous statements by asking you obvious questions.
Oh, you just care to ask me just the random pointless ones? Is that it?
Well, if you can make ominous statements for no reason, I can disrupt the narrative with stupid questions no one cares about.
She will do it. If you let her do
I know. I remember our previous conversation back in the House of Blues. No. This is me assessing the damage to my property and assuring you that if you continue on your fool's quest, you will surely be met with demise. So I say this to you one more time. Cease this endless, futile struggle and just give in. You're already getting used to life in Vibrance. I think you can just relax and just chill out and let it work its magic on you, rather than going around and damaging my property.
What's your pitch?
My pitch? Did I not just say?
No. That's the speech. What's your pitch?
My pitch is simple. You stay here, enjoy yourself. It's a hassle-free life. You don't have to worry about a single thing. And maybe I just, live off a little bit of your life. Simple.
Well, little one, you are better at words than I am. What do you think about this?
I mean, here's my problem with this. So as gigs go, you're right. It sounds very simple and relatively low stress. And you know what? There's something to be said for that. But the problem is you're really not discussing rates. And until the end of the year, I am paid up in the Tavern Performers and Troubadours Union. And if I go below industry rates, so we do need to address that or else I'm going to be in big trouble. But I like what you're going with so far. There's a good energy to what you're saying. But it feels very like you're working for exposure. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, well, maybe so. But you won't have to worry about entertaining. Because if you continue, I think when you fully conform to life in Vibrance, I'll have you maybe clearing out the dung in one of the stables. That will be your job.
Again, you see how the pitch is flawed. You start strong with big language, but then it starts to all fall apart, bud.
Well, negotiations probably won't. They'll get easier as time goes on. You'll see. Well then, I better leave your snoozing friends their rest. I'd be ashamed to wake them up. They'll need their energy for what's ahead.
So you keep saying. They're growing boys.
They're growing boys. And then he's just going to disappear, as per usual. And you can see through your magic eyes that, again, that was illusion magic.
Yeah.
And I thought you spoke a lot.
Yeah, but I do it for a reason, because if you keep talking, people keep talking back, and every now and again, if they think you're really stupid, they say something interesting.
Do you ever get tired of repeating the same old, just regurgitation? It lacks originality. I will say that much. I've heard assholes like him talk many times.
That's my thing here, though. Do you not think that's... It's like it's a good speech, but it's not specific enough. And
No,
I
it's
think,
not original.
why isn't he already killing us? Why isn't he already trying to kill us? Like, he surely should have already tried to kill us, right?
Perhaps he's one of those types that enjoys inflicting pain and suffering on victims.
I mean,
He's a
maybe.
dime in a dozen. I've met plenty of his
Yeah,
sort.
but except that nobody is suffering. I mean, don't get me wrong. The whole stripping of your memories and identity until you know you are a shell of yourself is truly nightmarish, but not in like a sadist way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like spicy dungeon time. It's existential dread, sure, but it's not really cat playing with food time. It just doesn't add up. I don't know. I don't like it.
I'm not quite sure I understand. I've always seen in black and white. Do you not see in black and white as well?
No, see, it didn't occur to me really until just now that actually you maybe didn't notice the difference when we got it. So we've just been yelling about things the whole time.
It's just like, this is just another place to be. What is going on?
And it just kind of, it didn't.
To me, it looks all the same.
Yeah, like I didn't, and I only really thought of it because when I was growing up, I grew up in like this temple for like nature goddess and stuff. And so like most of the people I grew up with could talk to animals and plants and stuff. And so like I knew, because we used to talk to various people of canine persuasions, that, saw a different level of color. Didn't really occur to me until we got into the conversation. That's interesting though.
No, really? And you can't see his, like, the lower half of his face because he still has the mask, but there's just like a hint of like deadpan snark, as if he's like trying to just string her along.
All right. I was like, I would roll insight, but I'd actually rather not. I like it better this way.
Alrighty, the rest of your long rest goes undisturbed.
Wonderful.
That feels real nice.
Time for the portents, boys, to roll their portents.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to go now.
Oh, those are some decent portent rolls.
Those are some nice portents.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Damn, son.
The importance on this kid.
Jesus.
Aw.
Well, low portent rolls are good too.
The can be.
Yeah.
Give them
Oh,
to
yeah,
someone
no.
else.
It's
Low
the
portent
middling
rolls are good.
ones.
It's
You're
the
like,
middle,
well, what am I
yeah.
going to do with this 11?
Yeah, like I was holding on to
Ah.
14. I was like, this
There
is
you go,
okay.
not 20.
Not 20 on the
Hey,
portent.
Oh my god,
both
okay.
of us. That's crazy.
Let's go, guys.
Right, trying to crank up the CR in those monsters.
No, you don't need to do that.
No.
Not
Just
necessary.
make them undead and we'll be fine.
Alrighty, would you like me to bring you back to the town map?
Yes,
Yes, please.
please.
Boop, 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 boop.
S'il vous plaît.
Here we go. No, there we go. We're back in Vibrance. So you guys have now completed the House of Blues and the Orangery of Seclusion. The rest of the town is up for grabs.
So we all
said
feeling
farm.
good about
Yeah.
the red farm?
Mhm.
Do I feel
Tobu?
good about it? No. Are we going? Yes.
I love that attitude. That's great.
Tobu, how are you feeling about the farm situation?
Well, I've never killed anyone before. And I gotta say, it felt pretty exciting. So I think I've got a taste for something new. And if I can,
This is not good.
if I can get to that farm and really, as Zarn would say, get to justice, then I think I can show them the justice.
Mina's got nothing.
Jin also has nothing.
I'm like little fist
He's just like
bumping on
nodding
top of
his
us.
head along. Just like,
Me and Kat were just fist bumping as he's just talking about justice.
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 Gonna get you.
It's just us serving justice.
Yes. That was a song we used to sing as we walked and traveled the lands. It's just us serving justice.
It's amazing you've never made it to the stage before.
Well, we've been busy with the justice.
Yeah, I
so,
could see that.
you
And
know,
obviously time well spent, but
Yes, and up until now, Kobu has pretty much just been about maiming people. The murder, or no, sorry, wrong choice of words. The self-defense killing would be is only a more recent situation.
Right, yeah. No, for
I
sure.
would generally
Extreme interrogation tactics, I understand.
I would generally dispatch them after he's maimed them. So it's definitely a step up in the dispensing of justice.
And dispensing of corpses, if I understand as well. Right.
To feed the trees.
Cool.
Indeed, we did.
It's-
That was
Interesting motivations. It is still murder, but
It's,
yes.
you know, it's sort of like a cycle. Like life is never truly destroyed.
It is one what we tend to, as Kobu insisted when we first met, that anyone we dispatch in the name of justice, we put them back into the land so they would feed his brethren and family and stuff.
That's kind of beautiful, actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you think about it, like we're all just cycles of energy appearing and then fleeting away. I mean, it doesn't really
He's
matter.
just
in the
walking
grand
at this
scheme of
point
things.
straight towards the farm. He's not stopping.
All right, I guess we're going.
He's just walking.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, and there we go.
as you approach the farm, as I said before in session 1, I believe the farm is just a little bit removed from town, and it's up on a big old hill, and there is like this ring of like crows or ravens just flying in a circle around this giant red barn on the top of the hill. You reach the foot of the hill and you reach this little road.
Oh.
2 houses on either side at the very base of this hill. You see some apple trees. It is very much deserted on... Well, your character tokens are not there. I'm going to transfer them over in just 1 second. But on the route up towards this hill, stationed along the path are a number of scarecrows.
Oh, great.
Bless you.
Thanks, I muted just in time. Could have totally
I was allergic to hay and scarecrows and
Yeah, that's what it
Hay
is.
fever.
Hay fever.
this time of year.
Yeah.
I'm really sensitive to folk horror.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, I'm getting
I just-
flashbacks.
Just kind of had to laugh, yeah, because Craig just put up a post earlier about
Yep.
scary scarecrows.
I'm getting PTSD.
Like, I hope that
Anybody
you
tries
took
to
the
put
red
a
map
flower
today.
crown on you, run.
Just run. Just take no chances. Just run.
Fast forward to Gendry being sewed into a bear.
This is going to happen sooner or later.
It's such an excellent movie. Just have to say that. But vibes are not good right now. The vibes are off.
Yeah. Can I roll, Mark, can I roll a vibe check?
Yeah, I suppose that would be similar to perception.
A hey, nonny check.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna,
yeah,
I'm gonna run
exactly.
a what the check.
Hate scarecrows.
Oh, not great. That's a
Looking
12.
around, everything seems just like the little jackets of the scarecrows are like fluffing a bit in the wind. But looking to your left, this house here, the curtains you just see the curtains ruffle a bit. Like you look over and just
We got curtain twitchers.
you got a curtain twitcher over there.
All right.
You see now, do I?
Fellow performers, I do believe we have an audience. Not necessarily a hostile one. Swing happy.
Yeah, Kobe puts down his hands.
I think they're just interested.
Should we knock?
I mean, we could, but here's the thing. Most people in this town don't know what the fuck's going on. So we could go ask them, but there's like a 90% chance there's going to be a very skittish gray person in there who's going to know fuck all.
Mark,
But I don't know.
The
I don't
chimney of
mind.
the house. Can I send Jingle Jangle, my tiny owl, up and down it, like up to the roof, down the chimney?
You absolutely could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jingle Jangle. Hey, go in, down, tumble, look around, and then back the way I came, buddy. So if Jingle Jangle goes into the house, I would like to see through Jingle Jangle's owlish eyes.
Okay, yeah, as he jingle jangles his way down the chimney, you see, like, he emerges from the hearth, and you can see he's an elderly couple, kind of just bickering amongst each other. Like, the lady is kind of like pointing towards the door, going, like, saying, like someone's out there, kind of thing, and the man is just kind of going, oh, stay here, kind of thing. Kind of, they're not. I don't know if you can hear through him, but they're actually just like whispering. They're just kind of mouthing, "No, you stay," kind of thing.
Double check. I think both eyes and ears.
I think it
familiar.
is. I think it is, but they're
You certainly can't hear. Like, if you're in your familiar, you can't hear. You're using their ears.
No, I can see through my familiar's eyes and hear what it hears.
Yeah. So, but they weren't like actually speaking. They were kind of mouthing, kind of just kind of thing.
What we got, little buddy?
So, as Jingle Jangle makes his way back, Kobo will go, okay, so they're mutes, I think. But they're a couple. Unhappy, happy, who knows? Kids in the picture? Wasn't able to see. But I don't think they're any threat. I think they're just shy farmhands.
Well, maybe we should just not bother them then.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Zarin is going to cast Divine Sense and start making his way kind of slightly up the pathway here towards these scarecrows, just keeping a distance.
Mina's going to stick close to Zarin, and obviously radar is up.
And I don't know if Kobe was still on my shoulders at this point yet. So Kobe was with me. So I'm just going to have my Divine Sense up as this range is 60 feet. And I can basically sense any fiend, undead, celestial until the end of my next turn, I guess. But, it's up.
Okay. And as you venture closer along this path and towards these scarecrows, nothing pings. It's normal. Okay. Yeah.
Just regular spooky, I guess.
With red hats.
Plain old non-magical spooky.
Non-magical spook. Cool. I can respect that.
Yeah, I can get down with that. Considering it worked so well back in the orangery, Gendry's going to pull out that little divining twig that he keeps in this little satchel, keep concentration on it, toss it into the air, and cast Locate Object, and he's looking for if there's a vat anywhere on this property.
Yeah, and you see that twig just kind of spin around like a compass, and then it just goes, and it points like straight up to the top of the hill.
Well, I think we got to go that way and gesture down the path, kind of leading up the hill. And if we need to destroy all these vats, that's where it is.
I mean, my only concern, and I don't really think this is a good way around this, is that when we do that, like the House of Blues all over again, where the second we do something they don't want to, all these scarecrows are going to suddenly become magical and then try to kill us. Now, if we try to interfere with them, that'll probably happen anyway. So I don't really think there's a win. So I just think we got to just know that that's going to happen. I don't think we can stop it happening in advance.
Yeah, we should be pretty mentally and frankly emotionally prepared for that. So that's going to
it's going to be upsetting, but I also think it'll probably be fine.
It is a bit upsetting. Mina, you are a deeply emotionally distrustful person.
Well, I work in theater, and I don't know if you've met a lot of actors.
No.
But, trust me, it's for the best. Especially,
should I trust you since you're so distrustful?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Was I? No, absolutely not. Well, you can here because you can trust me to act in my own best interests, which you are in those. So yes, you can trust me, I suppose, in that regard.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Right?
Yeah, roll. Not try to hide anything, roll.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll happily do it.
I'll roll.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Oh, here it comes.
Not so good, unfortunately.
You're buying what she's selling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So she means it. She means that she's very selfish, but that working with you is in her interest. So absolutely, you can trust her in this context.
A bit of psychopathy there. Interesting. I like that.
Yeah, it's like for sure.
And while all of this is going on, Zarin, with Kobo on his back, is going to go up and just kind of gingerly poke at the scarecrow with
Don't
his mace.
touch it. Don't touch it, dude. Come on.
I'm just saying, if we walk past these things, all of a sudden they're like, "Rah," I'd rather be well prepared ahead of time.
But we know they're gonna do that, so why worry about it?
Mm.
Then
Funny you should say that. As soon as Zarin touches this scarecrow with his mace, a part of it like crumbles. It's just made of straw. It just falls to the ground.
Zarin! I don't think that guy needed justice.
It's all right. It's all right. It's just a straw man. It's not real. It's not real. There's no life in this thing. There's no life. It's just checking. I don't trust anything around here.
Well, friends, I think before we go, we should, it's an adventure, and we should all know that we're all doing our best, and that I think we're going to have fun today, and I'm not scared of farms anymore. And with that, Kobo's going to use his emboldening bond. As long as we're all within 30 feet of each other, we get to add 1d4 to attacks, saving throws, ability checks for the next 10 minutes.
That's very fun.
Nice.
I like it.
You know what, Kobo? I'm very proud of this sort of self-realization that you've had, and
Yeah.
you know, your good feeling gives me a good feeling about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another
And I
fist
think
bump. So.
if we need to, well, there was this one time that Zarin delivered some justice. Well, we almost delivered some justice, but I'm looking at this well over there, and I'm thinking if we go down the well and then under the barn, we could blow the barn up from below. There was this government that Zarin wasn't too fond of, so he tried to make some bombs underneath their building. They stopped us, but it was justice. It was justice served.
And now once a year, do they burn one of these scarecrows that looks a little bit like Zarin?
Exactly that. But we could sneak in through the well has to go somewhere.
It actually doesn't. That's not how wells work. This just goes into the ground.
The well, what we did then was the sewers. We went in the sewers. The well just goes down. Where it
Oh
finds
no! Did
water.
you
This
drink the
makes sense.
sewer water? Oh.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Are you certain? Did the little one drink? Did you make him drink sewer water, thinking it was
No,
well water?
I don't make him do anything.
Oh, that's
He's-
disgusting.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not the one who laps up liquid whenever they see it. Dog.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Odd.
this is
John,
going
You're
poorly.
excused.
I'm just saying.
Would you like to say that again?
You're accusing me of trying to force feed my good friend here some sewer water. I take that personally. I
Yes,
have been
and
a
I
very
take it
good
personally
guardian.
when you refer to me as dog.
I do apologize. It slipped out.
Lapping only happened once. Happened once.
Yeah, technically the only person who's really been drinking excessively on this mission has been me, and I make no apologies for that at all.
Well, shall we up the hill then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No time to waste, I guess.
I'm just gonna firebolt the other scarecrow. Justice!
Guys.
You do. Well, let's just assume it's like this one over here.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
Shoot a firebolt up, and it was just straw. It erupts in flame. But for a moment, that halo of crows and ravens flying around over your heads, they just like stop, as in like frozen in time for a second, in midair.
I
And
hate that.
in unison, they all turn and face you, Kobu.
Oh, that's not good.
A second or two passes, and they resume flight in that circle.
Did I see anything?
They are. What range is your sight? They are high up in that air.
Oh yeah, you're at 30 feet.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take the little red hat just in case.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you know, have this neat red hat.
Red hat, blue jacket. What was the orange thing I got? Orange amulet?
Oh, yes,
Magical
yeah.
orange amulet?
Yeah,
Oh, I
we
need
still
to-
haven't. What have we done with the amulet? I feel like we
Didn't do
worked
anything
a
with
guy
it, we
over
just-
that, and then I
yeah.
just never
Yeah.
asked about it
Yeah.
again.
Nobody's just been wearing it for
Yeah. This is
Were
massive.
we
Fashion
supposed to
now.
destroy that?
No, don't destroy
Maybe?
that.
Wasn't that what we were gonna do? I thought we were gonna destroy it.
I don't know.
Are you just wearing it? I already gave you the fan. The guy was wearing.
I mean, We can destroy it later. We have some death. We have a murder of crows like watching us right now.
No, for sure. I'm not saying let's do it right now. I'm just saying that I thought that we had already done it.
I had no idea. I have no recollection of that amulet. So really,
I was a little distracted.
Yeah, I
was a
actually-
little distracted at the time.
I forgot to tell you about that amulet, Ben. I just sent it to you via Discord.
Got it.
God,
Nice.
You've been possessed this whole time.
you are a now demonic tree.
Your alignment has shifted to chaotic evil. That's why you
Oh,
have to kill
no.
everything.
Fireball.
One step ahead of you.
I'm not sure we would have
Justice.
noticed.
Justice. So yeah, I'm booking it up the hill now at this point.
Yeah,
Obviously
we're
up the flaming scarecrow.
Right.
I'm also heading up the hill.
Straight for the farm then. You reach the top of the hill. And the closer you get to this farm, the hazier and darker things are getting. So your dark vision can seem to permeate it, so you can safely assume that this is magical
Sorry,
darkness.
I can see through magical.
Oh, I know that, yeah. But for everyone else,
Okay.
yeah. I know.
It's just
Magic eyes.
I am very much aware
guys,
of
it's
the
my
magic
one
eyes.
thing. I have one thing.
I just need to copy and paste you guys over.
I'm an asshole, but also can see really well.
What is your range on your vision again?
For my devil sight, 120 feet.
Let me just double check I have that right. I do. Perfect. Everyone else should be.
You're saying that there's magical darkness in front of us, is there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Someone in
explain.
chat is like, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious."
Suspicious. Don't be only a little stitious.
I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points, and I can now see through it too.
Perfecto.
Very cool.
So I need to transfer you over to the farm. There we go. So there you guys are. You make it up the hill. Let me see here. Gendry, you cannot see anything.
Yeah, no, Gendry is at quite a disadvantage right now.
Yeah, Jin stayed right next to Gendry.
I'm gonna give you just a little bit of vision so you can kind of.
Well, how about this?
It's less
Gendry
complete darkness and more like
Well,
a haze, so you can see a
I
little.
can cast. I cast light on my jacket or whatever. So I'm just kind of glowing. I'm like a glow stick.
Okay.
It's very
That might
90s.
help
I
a
love
little.
Gendry also does have a lamp on him, so he'll light that.
Okay, let me say that you have. So this is magical darkness. So a lantern isn't going to do anything with
That's
that.
not going to do it, eh?
No.
What if I cast light on the magic on the lantern, and then it's magical light?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
That'll do. Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it's a very counterproductive use of the
I
lamp.
mean, to be fair, I also only have dark vision, so if it's magical darkness, Jin can't see it either, except for his 10 feet of blind sight. So he can, like, sense what's there, but he can't see it.
I think everyone else should be good. So let me. So yeah, you kind of have this like direct path beyond this little shack that's here. But Mina, you do see that there's a deck and an entranceway here. It seems to be
Yeah.
the front-facing part of the house. To the back, you can see what appears to be a tomato field.
I mean,
And then sorry to interrupt, to the right-hand side, you see what appears to be a shed or like a workshop.
That's where the men go.
I'm sorry.
Men, they love hanging out in sheds to express their feelings and stuff. They go to the men's shed.
I've heard of
No
these
men
things.
that express their feelings.
But only in the shed.
Again,
That's the rule.
like, I mean, unless you work in theater, and then you wish they'd keep some of it to themselves.
Fair enough.
Might I suggest we stick close together here? This is quite
No, how single-minded should we be right now? I don't know that I have a good read on the situation. Gendry, you did your stick thing earlier, right? Are we just plowing straight ahead and ignoring all the distractions, or are we supposed to be sneaking around doing little thingies now?
Well, I mean, I don't think it really matters if we're sneaking around. Like, as we know,
I
Mr.
mean,
L's
by that I
watching.
mean, like, should we look around or should we just like, oof?
I mean, and I guess, Mark, how long was the walk up to the farm? Longer than 10 minutes, or?
I'd say you're probably like have like maybe a minute left because it is a bit of a trek. But I will say,
what direction?
I will say that in conjunction to where you are in the map, like let's say Mina is directly to your north, your little tuning fork thing is guiding you northeast. So this direction.
All right. So yeah, he'll snatch it out of the air, sensing the spell's about to end, and put it back in its little pouch along his belt, and says, "Well, if we want to be single-minded about it, the tank's just kind of over there, I guess, in this building. But I mean, I'm feeling pretty well rested. If we want to kind of play in the space a little bit, we can do that."
I mean, I'm not convinced that we'll get another chance for you guys to all have a nap like that again. Because, we kind of forgot. Oh, Jean, we kind of forgot to mention.
Right.
Yeah. So now I didn't want to freak anyone out. We didn't want to freak anybody out.
No, we didn't.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was totally fine because
it sounds like it's not going to be fun.
He was
it was
totally fine, as he usually did. It was nothing. Nothing.
But he wasn't really there because he's never really there. Because
he's never really there. He's an empty shell of a creature.
Yeah. Not even like a creature. So he came to monologue some more. We were dickheads at each other for a bit. But you were asleep at the time, and he was like watching you sleep, and that was a little unsettling.
That was very predatory.
No,
I'm not comfortable with that at all.
No, it was very discomforting.
It was pretty
very
weird.
invasive, actually.
Yeah, no. So what I'm saying is now he's sort of like, I don't know. I feel like when we do this, he's maybe gonna get more aggro, and maybe like nappy times are gonna become harder.
Yes, he quite eloquently threatened us as per usual, but he seemed
specifically.
He seemed a bit annoyed.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he hasn't
just
tried to kill us.
That's my thing. Why hasn't he just tried to regular kill us?
He seems like a glass cannon. I don't believe anything about the man. It's very fake. It's all wishy-washy.
Sure. It's illusions, but
why would he just watch us destroy his stuff?
Right? Why isn't he stopping us? I find that I mean, look, wanton destruction. It's simple, it's easy, bam, you're done, you get paid. Fine. But I don't know. Does anyone else feel like we're getting played? Am I overthinking this? I could be overthinking this.
I mean, we got pulled into a dimension of no color, and all of the color seems to lead to that castle, which we assume he lives in, which we've been told by Rick, who we aren't
may or may
quite
not
sure.
be able to trust because he was like a random guy we met. He was like the first guy we met, and we just believed every word out of his mouth.
I have a thought. Listen, it's a working theory, but we have all of these vats. People seem to come in, but they can't get out. Why is he still here?
Well, see, he said something to me, which
do you think maybe the vats are there to keep him in?
Well, no, but maybe, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. I think he will repair them, but he obviously feels confident that eventually we'll run out of steam and he'll be able to do that. But he said something weird, and I was too busy being an asshole to really dig into it because I didn't want him to know that I was thinking about it. When we give in, that inevitable thing he thinks we're going to do, he said that he would sustain himself on our lives or like part of our life or something, which gives the impression that the people who get sucked in here and who become the mindless zombies who don't think that they don't remember who they are and don't remember their lives before, that's like feeding him somehow.
But why would he need sustenance if he could just leave? Why would you want to stay in a place like this?
He just really likes to control, but he's as everyone had that neighbor who hasn't like left their apartment in a million years, who's plays with a lot of dolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does seem like a doll kind of guy.
I've seen a lot of his type before. People that want to control and
that's what I said. Yeah,
rule over everyone, and that is their thing. They think that they are winning and they are gods, and they are using the lesser people or minions or common folk as their sustenance. And I believe
that can take a lot of forms.
Gesture at the fact that we're all in black and white.
And it's like, we have been sucked of a lot of our color, and maybe that is what feeds him. But if we fight back and regain our color,
it gets into those vats, and then it gets pumped up to
yes,
the castle.
So maybe these are all receptacles of where our color goes,
But
and
then
they go to him. And
yeah, I'm like, I think we're all on the same page there. But I think my big question is, why isn't he stopping us? Like, if he's powerful enough to pull off some crazy magical nonsense, like this is what, like some sort of semi-real different plane of existence that he has like control over, sucking life out of people. Surely he could fireball us. Like, what is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we are making the leap that he has control.
Well, maybe he's been sending illusions, not himself.
Some of them are constructs. Like,
you're right. Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Well, no, I mean, no, he's always an illusion, but none of the stuff that's attacked us has been illusion based. Only illusion magic we've faced is him specifically. Everything else was either conjuration or it's some kind of construct. So, like, I don't really know what's going on here, but it's a little more complicated than that. And like those statues back in the House of Blue, that's fucking crazy level magic. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was somebody with some actual juice. And I don't know if that's LeBlanc or not. Maybe he's like the man in front of the curtain. But I feel like we definitely don't know stuff. And maybe
we definitely don't.
I'm overthinking it, but I'm concerned that it's really easy to smash these tanks.
Maybe just we're really
good
at
smashing people.
No,
we could just be good at it.
Maybe we're just great. Maybe we're just so good, and actually this isn't hard at all. Everything's fine, and we're gonna just be the heroes, and it's gonna be fantastic. And
while we're having this conversation, am I hearing like movement coming from the building, or I feel like we're making a lot of noise, so Jin might be like listening with his wolf ears, just like
bickering outside. Roll a perception check.
I will happily do that.
I mean, let's just go smash it. Maybe.
Not 20.
Ooh, nice.
For 23.
Quite a few nat 20s already.
Yeah, we're using up all those nat 20s.
Don't waste them.
Don't say that. Why would you say that?
Let me see. Yeah, okay. So here is something helpful for you. You don't hear, amidst all the chatter and the planning and the plotting and all that, you don't hear any, like, you do keep a very keen ear out, and you don't hear any footsteps or, like, jumping around of things inside the house or anything like that. It is, save for the occasional cawing of the birds flying overhead. Yep, like that. It is relatively silent.
I love the
Yeah, Jin's just gonna pipe up or tower over everyone else except Zarin. And just be like, shh, listen. Do you hear that? Yes. But
Yeehaw!
There's nothing else. There's only the birds.
Oh, that is weird.
I think they are definitely listening to us. We're not very quiet.
You know, for sure. Did we hear any like bugs or flies or anything? Like any
flies?
No, bear with me. I'm going. Did we hear anything else other than the birds?
Not even a cricket.
The bees.
Not even a bee.
Just birds, no bees, huh?
I like.
Right.
I kick over. I kick
Nothing's
over.
Gonna get to.
I kick over like a rock under the bushes, right? Like I like knock over a rock. Are there any insects in the dirt?
Yeah, sure, there would be. Like,
okay, it's like just making sure how bad is things. Like, it's like, okay, not quite as creepy as I thought it might be. Okay, I think we just this is a yes or no thing that we just need to decide as a group. Do we go in there and keep smashing vats like we've been doing the whole time, or do we do something else? I don't know. And I would like other people to decide.
Do we maybe want to see where the vats go?
But the pipes have just been going under the ground. I haven't seen any way to follow them.
Just like I said, always under the ground. Try to tell you earlier, we gotta go underground. No one listened. to Kobu.
Fireball.
Yeah, I think we might as well just get on with it and see what we're dealing with here.
I think we play along, but
Ooh.
I think we should think and walk
Mark.
at the same
And
time.
How
I-
big are this? Because I can see them in the drawings, but I want to know if that's to scale. The tubes that come out of the pipes, how big are they? Because they look in the drawings like they're a full square across.
No.
Ooh.
It's your standard like 3/4 inch pipe.
Yeah,
So
okay.
what we're asking here is, are they Kobu
halfling
size?
sized?
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah, like
Kobu
could
size?
Kobu fit in them?
And you do Frayne crawl through 3 miles of shit just to get to LeBlanc's castle. No, you do not.
Look, it was worth
Ko-
asking.
Kobu,
I
your
feel like
your
that.
arcade eye could probably follow the pipe, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go into the house, I guess.
Yeah. Let's
And
figure
go to
that
the tank,
I-
and then we'll make
I-
our decision at the
I
tank.
one thing I would ask though, if we could maybe steer clear of those tomatoes because I don't like creepy
Tomatoes?
vegetables. It's,
Also, I
I
mean,
thought tomatoes were fruits.
actually,
Fruits as well.
tec-
He does
Yeah.
the dog tilt, like just a.
technically, fruit is a botanical term, so that's a specific. They are fruits, but vegetables could mean anything because it's a culinary term.
Mm-hmm.
It's overlap.
Well,
it's not a real.
it's all
Zara
right.
left someone as a vegetable. It was gruesome.
And
Great
Zara
example of how the
just
word means many things.
keeps walking and just starts
Yeah,
kind of
we're-
moving slowly forward towards the farmhouse. And I still like. I mean, I don't know. If I don't know whether my sight is still active because I've burnt the sorcery points to be able to see through the darkness. But is the darkness taking up the entire farm, or is it just that we have to step through it?
It's like a haze, like you're in it. It's you don't know how far it extends.
And the light spell works through it, or am
Yeah,
I?
yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
I'll just light
hey,
myself up.
Gendry, get about it up through that window.
Whoop.
I thought it was door. Sorry.
No, you're cool.
Come up to the door like a
I will say something, Gendry, though. You do spot something through that window, though. As you're
Ooh,
peering.
spicy.
Yeah. You see 2 people sitting at the dinner table, but their heads are like away from you. If that you're like staring at the back of their heads, you see kind of like tufts of curly gray hair, and they seem to be just like sitting there, not even like interacting with the food or the table or anything. And
don't tap on the glass.
I really want to tap on the
Don't tap on
glass.
the glass, Kathy.
No, don't.
I really want to tap.
Zarin kind of wanders over and peers over at Gendry and divine sense. I want someone dead. So,
See it.
I don't know. Do you?
Very bloodthirsty paladin.
He is quite bloodthirsty. I'm a bit disconcerted.
or the undead, just like justice. So divine sense to see if there's any fiends, celestials,
Justifiable
undead.
reasons for ultraviolence. Can I roll for justifiable reasons for ultraviolence, please?
Roll what?
No, that was a
I
joke.
didn't even get
Wasn't
it.
a
I
real
didn't even hear
question.
They're adding it to 6th edition. It's
Yeah.
So your divine sense doesn't pick up any fiends, celestials, undead, anything like that.
God damn it.
Gendry, as you stare on at these old folk at the table, the head starts to move and jerk a little bit. And eventually, it just
Cute.
it just like falls back over the arch of the chair, like at a complete like, as in like the back of the head touches the back. It like goes in this impossible angle. The person at this table has been dead for quite a while. You can see like the early states of decay already happening on the face, but written on the forehead upside down. So because its head is back, you can read it perfectly. It's carved into the forehead. It says "Run away."
Ah,
Huh. Looks up at Zarin.
Do you share with
seeing
the
this, buddy?
class?
Yeah, big time. Hey, don't go in there like ever.
Mina's got the lockpicks out and is at the door like,
No,
"Huh?"
no, please don't. We need to think about this. Look through this window. This is awful.
So I guess we go over to the awful window.
it looks like a scene from The Exorcist. Have
Why-
you seen that? Have we seen this?
Look, everyone, look at this terrible thing.
Yeah,
It must have been a funny joke. If they're like, ha, like all the way back, it must have been hilarious.
I just
They'll have
cover
their heads up in
Kobu's
there.
eyes with my hand. Okay.
Oh, dear.
Okay. No, okay. And now Mina's angry.
10 out of 10 for fucking staging, but fuck this noise.
On the way.
I mean, I walk over to the door. Is it locked?
Nope.
I open the fucking door. Fuck this.
Nice.
No, me not don't.
June is gonna break the window.
Run
June is
away!
gonna match that energy. He's
Nia.
gonna punch the window.
I would just like to point out that I was not the one who started this time, okay?
But you're
Just
so
for
excited
the
that we
record.
do
did.
anything.
Well, there's no one dead anywhere, so I'm not that excited. But come on, let's go.
Mina, can I get a dexterity saving throw from you as you open this door and you just hear a clink as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
tripwire
for
is
sure.
triggered.
I was just about to check it for traps before I got mad, but
Yeah.
and that's a 19.
Oh yeah, okay, that's okay. You hear that little snap of a wire and you just don't even like look around, you just instinctively just jump back. As as like Home Alone style, a whole bunch of like sharp
God.
sickle scythe and knives, all sharp gardening tools, farm tools that were secured above the door frame just crashed to the ground. Would have hurt. Would have hurt.
Does look like it would have hurt.
Would have hurt.
Now I'm just disappointed because the head carving thing was genuinely spooky, but this is right down to like toddler level haunted house.
Yeah,
I'm really
it's
thinking,
pretty textbook, eh?
I'm gonna get really mad if LeBlanc doesn't come out here and fight me right now.
Fight you, bitch.
Come on.
Can I ask, just to clarify, was the runaway carved on the back of the head?
Like on the forehead.
forehead
but
The forehead.
upside.
Upside down.
Okay.
So when it fell back, you could read it. That's fucked up.
That's super bad.
I hate it.
Means
I
they
hate it.
carved
Let's
it
go
from
check it
above like a Spider-Man kiss. They were like,
It's like, I hate your word pictures, man.
Amazing.
It's not it's Kobu's intelligent detective brain that figures out how that was carved in to get it to read.
It's like I think that dead person got fresh by Spider-Man.
Anyway, run away.
Who then killed him and carved his forehead.
I believe this was
no.
done by some Spider-Man. Of some
It's
sort.
possible. Certainly possible.
I'd like so the trap has been sprung, everything's clattered to the ground. Okay.
Yep. So you enter this kind of like really kind of dusty and for the most part empty kind of reception kind of area, I guess, like a little hallway. You do see that the corridor continues around the corner, and all that's really in here is just a dusty old mat, and the curtains have been drawn, so you can't really see anywhere else. And peering around, you do see another door here.
I go up that door.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll up every map we come
This
across.
time, I am going to check the door before I open it.
Okay.
I would like to investigate
respect
the
that.
door
Roll
area.
me an investigation check. It's
Oh no.
perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay. Clear. I carry on through the door.
All right, and luckily for you, that one actually wasn't trapped. And you do enter this now kind of living room area, and like
There's nobody living in it now?
No.
Ooh.
And you do see from the kind of the fireplace there that there's ash just kind of spilling out. Fire hasn't been lit in quite some time. You can get this coldness from the stone grate. Looking around, Jun, by you, there is another door here. Whoops, you can't see that thing. Now you should. And Mina, you're going up the little small flight of stairs to it, like a slightly upper level towards the kitchen where you looked in through the window that time.
Hey, Gendry, do you remember
Yeah.
which direction you sensed the tank in? roughly speaking?
It was pointing to the house, but like technically northeast.
So I guess over on my left.
Yeah, like kind of back the way we came, but maybe it
Yeah,
keeps
so,
going
like,
up.
This way,
Yeah.
maybe over here.
Shouldn't
somewhere
like
around
to
here.
inspect
More
the door he
Fucking
just found.
tomatoes. Okay. That's a
Okay.
window. This I'm sitting at a window looking at the tomatoes right now, right?
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's.
I'm gonna check the bodies. Just want to have a look and see how they were killed. And
Yeah,
if
Mina's
there's
not
any
going
way.
anywhere near those
I'm
fucking
just
bodies.
investigating the bodies.
Yeah,
Okay,
more like
before-
Yeah,
tomatoes.
Gendry will help investigate bodies as well.
Before we do that, you can go ahead and roll an investigation with advantage if Gendry's helping. June, you said you were opening this door.
Investigating, knowing what just happened
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll that as well then.
before opening it. No, that's intimidation. That's not what I
No.
want.
12 for
Open
me.
this door.
You better not be trapped.
So yeah, for both Zarin and Jun. So Jun, the door doesn't appear to be trapped, and Zarin, what exactly were you looking?
I was just checking the bodies to see how they were killed. Like, something was carved into their head, but were their throats slit, were their necks broken, were they stabbed? How were they murdered?
Looking at these bodies, and sorry, Jun, we'll get back to you in just a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Looking at these bodies, you're kind of like very gingerly kind of just giving them just trying to find like stab wounds at the neck or like strangulation or whatever. Can't seem to find it, but you then think to yourself, well, do you know what, maybe it could be something, just underneath here, and you kind of try and gently part the jacket to one side. Can you roll a medicine check for me, please?
Okay.
No.
14?
14's okay. You see these like impressions like on their chest, like think of it like it's like circular kind of, I guess, suction marks.
Okay.
Large, about the size of my fist, which would be like a third of the size of Zaren's fist, maybe. And it appears that the blood from these bodies have been completely drained.
This is Orla, not Mina talking, because it's fucking red.
And
Mina doesn't know this. This is Orla.
Is it a case of that there's multiple suction marks, like
Yeah.
bite marks, or is it are they like teeth or suckers, like circular?
Circular like suckers, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no. Don't like that.
And
I hate this.
you can open up this door. Sorry, you were going to say something, Andrew?
No, go for Jen. Can wait.
Okay. You open up this door to a very kind of neat and tidy bedroom. It has not been used in quite some time, but it looks like you can just see the dust, like an actual layer of dirt and dust covering the bed sheets and pillows. But no red tank in sight. Ryan says, "Sucks to be them."
Okay. Is there any sign of dried blood anywhere? Drips of blood, carnage? It's just there's nothing around it.
Just like sitting in the chair, it's almost as if they were like, this happened to them while they were eating their supper or their dinner or whatever it is.
And can I see what they were eating?
Yeah, they were eating tomatoes.
No.
How ominous.
Are there any other in this area that I'm in? Are there any other doors?
Yes, you're standing right by one actually.
Can I inspect that door?
You may inspect to your heart's content.
Was John near a door as well? What was?
It was a
bedroom.
That was the bedroom.
Bedroom. Oh, okay.
Oh, that one's better. 16.
Yeah. You're very, very now cautious about tripwires and little pressure plates and latches and things like that, but this has none of the above.
I think this is the right direction. I think this was roughly where Gendry was pointing earlier. So I think this. She opens the door.
Okay, and as you reach for the handle, in this chair, in a very nice, relaxed position, is our good friend. He appears again out of nowhere. Kind of legs crossed, arms folded.
You son of a bitch!
Justice!
Mina just sighs deeply.
Not again.
Gendry cast Dispel Magic on the other.
Okay, all right.
Nice. I like it.
Bitch!
I like it.
Yeah!
I love that. He just goes.
Fuck
he
you.
just goes to go and just disappears.
Yes! Win team! We won!
Yes!
Yeah, enough.
Gendry, absolute boss move.
Yeah,
Quick
that was
question.
a boss move. I love that.
What's
Not
the
the
range of Dispel Magic? And am I in it?
It's targeted, Ben.
It's a
You
target,
all the
okay.
time.
No,
That's
yeah,
how
okay.
Dispel
It was
Magic
AoE.
works.
It's not like in an area? I thought it dispels
you
magic
pick
in
a
an
thing, you
area.
dispel
No,
a
you
thing.
can point.
You can do... Cool. Phew.
And now that that's taken care of, Gendry's gonna keep examining these wounds because that's what's more important right now.
I
These bite
toss
marks,
the
do they
door
look familiar? Anything Gendry might have read about or seen? He's an old halfling. He's seen a bit.
Roll a nature check.
Sure thing. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use that 16 portent for this particular one. So it's a
Nice.
+3, so 19.
Nice.
This is very, very similar, but on a larger scale to like what a squid or an octopus would have on their tentacles. That kind of suckery kind of type situation.
swear to God.
But it's not. It is not. This was not done by like an octopus or a squid. This is definitely something with a slimy old kind of suckery type thing.
That's nice. That's real good.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's unfortunate.
Mina, what you find there?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'd throw the door open.
Yeah, and it opens up to this kind of side, little kind of driveway towards the back of the farm, and you can see right in front of you the shed. There's a door open here and a closed one over here.
I guess I'd go over to the open door first because I want to peep inside. Is anyone coming with me? I don't want to get too far away from everyone.
Yeah.
We'll
There's some sort of squid monster running around for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm not
Yeah.
thrilled about. So I'm gonna poke my head in here.
Yeah, looking into this shed, can I get an investigation check from you? Or even
For
perception,
sure.
whichever you prefer.
Investigation's a little bit better, I think. That's a 20 total.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
so a Doherty 20. So
Doherty.
Dorothy.
Doherty.
as you step foot into this kind of disheveled part of the garage, you just see a whole bunch of large spiders and bugs just kind of scuttle off into the cracks in the floorboards here as you creep.
That's fine. Bugs are fine.
It scares the shit out of the barbarian on my other game though. But
He is very in touch with nature.
That's fair, yeah, absolutely. But you do notice that all of the farming tools that were once on the racks and shelves and stuff have been missing.
Oh, I guess because they were really busy being balanced above the door.
Likely.
Yep. Hindsight.
Zara is going to just look at the ground, try and do an investigation, see if there's any tracks or marks or
Sure.
drag, anything at all.
I think the obvious, I guess we gotta go to the next room of the shed. I mean, either that or the tank is further up the hill is another option. Like maybe it only looked like it was pointing towards the house because the house was between us and further up the hill.
We'll say, Zarn, you don't see any distinct footprints or track marks of any description.
Okay, nothing leaving the house or going off into the fields of tomatoes or anything like that.
No.
And
Zarin, I have
Yes.
a question. You know the way tanks were full of water like juice, and you know the way tomatoes are full of water like juice. Maybe there's no tank. Maybe all these tomatoes are the little suckers, and you just
Blood sucking tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
killer tomatoes. It has
How
been known to
sinister.
happen. It has been known to happen.
Told
No.
you how much I hated folk horror.
That is
There
monstrous.
is somewhere out there's a very low budget 90s horror movie with that exact plot.
Starring George Clooney.
It's like,
yeah.
wow, this is a real twist on fried green tomatoes.
We are no longer at the Whistle Stop Cafe.
I have a bad cold, so I'm currently not intellectually capable of getting to a eating out punchline to do with fried green tomatoes, lesbians, and cannibals. But there's something there.
The ingredients are there.
I
to be
think
honest.
I think you've given us
Definitely
the.
something
You could
there.
put it
Absolutely.
together. There
Absolutely.
is a joke
Oh,
there.
I mean,
I'm
we can
just
workshop
very
it.
sick.
Yeah,
It's
we've known.
deconstructed.
That's a
we've
great
got the
homebrew
recipe.
one shot for Halloween.
But there's something is there. Evil tomatoes, lesbians, cannibals. There's a thing there.
Absolutely.
I'm too tired to think of the eating out joke that is appropriate. But just everyone take these the ingredients for a joke, and everyone can make their own joke sandwiches.
It's definitely a goulash waiting to happen.
It's the IKEA of jokes.
Yeah, you can assemble your own joke. You're welcome.
Yeah.
gingerly move towards the tomato field.
Yeah, so was Jun, sort of like very suspiciously eyeing these lush, plump tomatoes that are both fruit and vegetable.
Gendry, can you sense anything, or Mina, can you see anything on these tomatoes? Is there anything?
I mean, are they in any way magical, the tomatoes?
They're regular old tomatoes.
I mean,
You
we
could
could just
fill
set
them with
fire to
blood.
them just in case.
Yes, firebolt!
Poor tomato plant.
Jun grabs Kobe and just goes, firebolt!
Yeah, fire, just literally just told him, come here, fucking just fireball the shit out of these things.
While
And
they're
as we-
setting fire to everything,
Jun
can I go
wields
to the
Kobe like a
closed door?
flamethrower. Firebolt!
Gendry, where, you said northeast, and where are we in conjunction of that? Was it pointing, and I kind of point off towards the field. Is it behind the house, in the field?
It could be behind this door right in front of me, I think, but it might be further into the field.
Is the door locked? Is it? Can I check that it won't kill us?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll a please don't kill us check.
Nice. They're my
That's
favorite.
another Dorothy
Oh.
20.
You're
Hey.
fairly confident that this door will not kill you.
Then
It's
I
pretty
open
like
it.
a pretty crappy.
I'm on a real door opening roll. I'm having a lot of luck with it lately, so I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, it creaks open, and you see some pigs and some little chickens.
Oh fuck that noise!
Yeah,
Mina's out.
yeah.
Well,
this
that's
is-
rude. The pig didn't do anything.
They're dead. Oh
Absolutely
shit.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're very much dead.
Oh, no.
Guys, it's a farm. That's what happens to animals on farms. Like, why is anyone shocked? That's what farms do. This is not shocking.
No.
Oh,
And-
here comes Ben the vegan.
and like in closer
Kobu's
inspection or even
gone.
just sticking the head in, we can obviously see, unless it's for effect, that there is blood everywhere. So like if we do an investigation, do we see any suckers or bite marks or
Yeah, go for it. And I never actually thought of that, Ryan. He's saying we have the makings of a BLT on this farm now.
Hey.
Busy lesbians too. So I'm trying to connect it.
Busy lesbian tomatoes? Like busy.
We'll get there.
so yeah,
It's a work in progress.
It's a 9, so probably.
You do see some suckers on the
So
belly.
tired. I'm really working on it.
But I suppose you're not really able to discern much else.
So they do have suction marks on them.
Yeah.
But there is blood
There
now
is
here
blood
on
there,
his. Do these look fresh?
It looks. It's not like when like blood is kind of drying out or whatever is spilled for a prolonged period of time. It kind of gets this like really dark red color. This looks still kind of fresh.
And are the bodies of the animals warm?
No, they are cold.
But
So,
they're
okay.
not as rotten because the inside, the
Yeah.
inside corpses
They were dead a while. Like
were like real super dead.
yeah.
super
yeah.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
The tomatoes.
There's no message inscribed on the pig like like some
If you
pig or
missed my
something.
inside note, this
There's
is
no
an outside
Charlotte's
note,
Web on
just
this one.
Reminder to run away.
Shouldn't have dispelled magic, scrub.
It says "eat me" on the pig. No, it doesn't. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Oh,
That's a joke. That's a
Oh.
joke.
That would be a lot.
That'll do. Written on the side of the pig.
Okay, Mina's fucking off. Fuck this.
I guess we gotta go see these tomatoes.
Yeah, heading up
We
towards
really
the
don't have
fucking
to, but-
field where it's absolutely fucking cursed. Hate over
We're gonna start mage handing some tomatoes.
I'm
in
sticking close
Henry's
to the
bag.
house. I'm sticking to the wall of the house. I'm not going into that field. No, don't wander into the middle of the field. That's a fucking trap.
If we are
I'm
going
just-
in here, we have to go in together. We cannot lose
No,
each other
don't
in
go
this
into
field.
the field. I'm gonna crawl along this wall, stick my back
Oh,
to the wall.
Solid snake style.
Yeah, my
Um,
back is going to this wall, and I'm walking sideways like a crab, looking into the field, into the rows where there's a wall right behind me. I'm not wandering into a dark field in a murder farm. Like, come on, guys.
Again, like every single other farm. Every farm.
every farm is
Every
Every
farm's a murder
farm is
farm.
murder
Okay,
farm.
this is okay, guys.
So while Mina is doing this, what about the rest of you guys?
Did I get?
I'm also
Genji just said
saying
he
this
was...
out loud. That was Mina dialogue yelling at the
Oh,
others.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying this out loud, like, don't go into that field. Go over here where I am. That wasn't like, I'm not trying to sneak off. I'm yelling at them to join me.
Genji just said he was putting some tomatoes or whatever into his bag. Do we all spot that, or is that like you just doing it like, oh?
No, just like mage handing a tomato or two for later.
I don't know if you want to eat them, my friend. They might be cursed in some way.
But Mina said they weren't magical anyway, so
She didn't say they weren't alive.
yeah, I know. There's a moment of consideration. He drops a tomato. Maybe not.
Are we still in that like dark haze of?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can only blindside only gives me 10 feet. All right, so
Back to the wall plan, maybe, where we don't get as easily snuck up on.
Yeah. Yeah, we should probably do that. This will kind of give us a more direct route. Genry's going to get locate object cast again, and says, "Okay, we got 10 minutes. The twig will point the way." Just slowly following Mina.
This is a
shuffling
technical
along.
thing, Mark. I think I should be able to see slightly further than I'm
You
being able
should.
to see on roll 20 right now.
I have restricted that by accident. What? 120 feet, you said?
120.
Which is I should have that. I should have 120 feet as well.
Do you know
I just
what-
have 2 feet. They're below my waist.
Let me get rid of those for you.
Yeah, fuck your feet. Get rid of those.
No!
fuck your feet.
So you can actually see.
That's a whole no. Fuck your feet's a whole different side of Twitch.
Yeah, no, that we're not here to kick shit.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
I am.
So you can indeed see right through this tomato field. You can actually see an end in sight to this tomatoes, Nina, from where you're
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, it's good to know that it doesn't go on indefinitely. But I'm
See a
still gonna
fucking
keep creeping
scarecrow,
along
too.
this wall for a minute and kind of just having a little look. Gonna stick with
See?
my back to the
Yeah.
wall, keep looking into the field, keep going through the log.
Yeah, and you can, as you traverse, you can see a wall is a building.
Okay, so there's another building on the other side of this field.
There is. You also see a scarecrow in the distance.
Oh yeah, well I'm not going over fucking there. So
Is there a gap?
alright.
I can kind of see that there's a gap between the two scarecrows. So like there's a row of
yeah, there's a rows that don't have scarecrows. Let's go back over towards Jean. I think where's Jean? Like everybody head that way a little. Don't come where I am. Where I am has a scarecrow. Go back up another couple of feet. Before we clown car this. And
Oh, we're far
think
too
we're-
late for that.
I think we're roughly where we are now is where we should try and cut through the field. And I think we should try to cut through it as quickly as possible. I know some of you can't see what me and Zarin are looking at,
Mhm.
but there's a straight, I'd say like a 60-foot, I don't know, I can't remember how to use the ruler thing on roll 20. Like a 60-footish run. If we just run in a straight line through these tomatoes,
Oh,
we'll hit another building. And if we go through the row directly in front of where we are right now, there's no scarecrow in that row. So if we just go to straight line as fast as we can to the other building, and then we get to that wall, we're British, we're bulldogging this.
Kobu starts running. Smell you later!
Oh shit!
There we go.
Oh no!
no, Jun is gonna grab Gendry in his little legs, gonna throw him on his back, and
Yeah.
Jun is just gonna wolf run that. Just.
I'm just gonna go after Kobu, trying to catch up with him because he can't see where he's going and I can.
Yeah,
So-
I
Kobu,
go with
I'll
Zarin
stop you
and
right
Kobu.
there.
Go.
I'll
Right.
stop you right there. As you're running, you're just going doof, 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 through the tomatoes. Suddenly, your footsteps stop making noise. Go doof, doof, and you just realize that you're not making any sound.
Even the noises I'm making to make myself run faster, like, they stop.
Yep,
They stop too.
they
No
stop
go
too,
faster noise.
and that's when it appears. Like, get everyone to roll initiative. You are going to be getting a surprise round, or it will be getting a surprise round on you, should I say?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
that's what I thought. I roll the
yes.
worst fucking
Whoa.
initiative every time. I have like a +3 to initiative. It's not that bad, but I roll
That's
fucking
pretty
dog shit every time.
D&D Beyond will fuck you. It really will.
Mm.
It's like it's
Like, fucking buy me dinner first, man.
yeah.
Just common courtesy.
Alrighty, so I think that is a good place to take.
I am
a
not
break.
surprised because of bestial instinct, feral instinct. So
So
I would
I think
roll.
we'll take a break there, and we will start. We will start combat when we come back in 5 minutes.
Nice.
Nice.
Right on.
Boola boola.
We shall see you soon, guys. Stick around. And we are back, everyone, just as the party have explored the farmhouse, seen some rather distressing scenes. Some poor old local farmers being drained completely of their blood. And they thought, it's a good idea to just venture on into these creepy
Well, no.
old tomato.
We didn't think it was a good idea.
Kobu decided that it was a good idea. And with that, as Kobu ran about maybe halfway through this tomato patch, he stopped making noise.
No.
And that's when
Oh,
it
no.
struck. We all rolled initiative, and this particular creature is going to get a surprise attack on Kobu, and then we'll be in proper initiative order. So with that, I will get some battle music going.
I mean, you did bring this on yourself, kiddo.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Kobu's a tough tree. He's
Just
made it
try
this far in
take
life.
my blood. I don't have any.
Yeah, so this thing is just kind of comes out of nowhere, Kobu, and just tries to lash out at you with this kind of claw. As it reaches out, its arm has like this kind of leathery kind of wing attached to its torso, and on this wing, you notice that there are large circular suckers on them.
Oh
Absolutely fuck that.
Yeah. Think of those
Gross.
bird people from Beastmaster, if you've ever seen that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, what a
Wow,
callback.
really hit the kids with the very topical media references.
Yeah.
Really showing your
Yeah,
age
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
It's just what
You
comes to
shut your
mind
mouth.
when I create these monsters. So does a 15 hit?
A 15 just hits, but as a reaction, I will cast shield.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Is shield a verbal spell?
Ooh, good question. It is.
Yes, it is.
Nothing happens. I'm afraid.
Nothing happens.
Ooh.
We're going to take 14 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Okay.
How dare you try to carve up my sweet maple tree?
It does, however, get a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go out again. For an 18.
Jesus.
18 also hits, yeah.
This time we're going to take 19 points of slashing damage.
19, you got it.
And that is all it can do. So, Gendry, it is your turn, sir.
All right, we are going to get into a position where we can actually see some stuff. Excellent. There's my good friend John.
Yes, same. Yeah.
2, 3.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
four.
You need to... sorry.
Sorry?
These barriers, the dynamic lighting barriers are kind of fit. Hang on. Let me fix that. Boom. Now I should move.
Hey,
Perfect.
there we
Thank you
go.
very much.
All right, and just kind of like scanning the area. Like, am I noticing that there's like no sound coming from up ahead?
Yeah, like, I mean, you surely would have noticed, some bit of noise from the motions and actions of what's going on, but it's just like the TV is on mute.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Yeah. So now that we can see this particular scarecrow, Gendry is going to take a little bit of a step back from Jun, and he is going to point his hands down towards the ground, and 6 boulders come up out of the ground, kind of with this heat as he casts Melf's minute meteors.
Oh.
And 6 of these boulders are just sort of floating in Gendry's space, and I can cast it as an action. And when I cast the spell, I can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors. We're going to send 1 for now, flying straight towards that scarecrow.
Cool.
He needs to make a dex saving throw.
That is a 14.
14 is not going to do. So he's going to go ahead and take 2d6 fire damage for 8 points of damage.
Okay. That was fire damage. Cool. Okey-dokey.
And
Anything else for your
then,
turn, sir?
yeah, I think so. With, you know what? No, I'm going to hold on to that for now. Thanks.
Okay. Zarin, this creature just tried to rip your little friend asunder.
I'm going to step out in front of Kobu and put him like behind me. So just basically step out in front over him and stand between him and the creature.
So
and
you won't be able to do that occupying the same space as Kobu.
well, no, so I can't move past him because I can't step because he's tiny. So I'm big and I can step over him.
Yeah, you can move past him, but not keep your token in the same space as his.
No, so I'm planning on moving here.
Oh yeah,
in between him and this creature, so
you can totally
this creature can't get at him. I'm gonna move in and I'm gonna basically let me see now. I am going to do Crown of Madness, cast Crown of Madness on this creature in front of me.
Sure.
And it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okie-dokie, coming at you. That is a 7.
That is a fail. So Crown of Madness. The creature is charmed. You see a flaming crown just appear on top of their head as the charmed target. The creature is charmed, and the charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose, or no creature. You choose no creature, or if none of it's within its range. On subsequent turn, you must use your action to maintain control. So right now, this creature I have control of this creature.
I'm afraid you don't, because it's a verbal spell.
Oh, crap.
Oh, fudge.
No words come out as you attempt to cast this spell.
Okay.
It's almost as if like this area is just the sound has been completely dampened. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Hate it, but I love it.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm going to just shake it off, and as my second action, because I get 2 actions, I'm going to put my hand on it and inflict wounds.
Okay, cool.
At 4th level, fuck it. So...
Yeah. Burn him.
So...
Oh, look at that damage.
Ooh, baby. Big boy damage.
God damn.
I don't know if that hits though, because it's touch, and I reach out and try and touch it. I think I only hit it for 11. The roll was weird. I actually rolled to hit.
And rolled the damage then.
And it rolled the damage at the same time. I actually did roll to hit that. I didn't roll to actually do the damage. It's weird. For some reason, it didn't roll the damage as well. So I reached out and went to touch it and rolled an 11.
Okay. I haven't said if it hit or not, but...
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I was wondering. Because I only rolled to hit it, and it rolled 11, but then it rolled the damage on top of that for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm afraid 11 does not hit.
Nuts. Okay. That's both of my actions. Bonus action.
And again, it looks like inflicts wounds was a verbal component anyway, so it says there.
True.
Boy.
Yep.
Touch,
Pretty much everything is verbal in terms of
So
spells.
few spells don't have a verbal component. The only non-verbal spell I have is Minor Illusion.
Holy cow. Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to cast Shield of Fate on Kobu.
Is that verbal?
Is that verbal?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh no!
It is.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
We need to get out of this area. Okay, that's all. I can't do anything else.
Hit things the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, just gonna have to hit them the old-fashioned way. But I mean, yeah.
Gotta bop them.
Gotta
Yeah.
move
Bop it, twist it.
But I mean, it sounds like it did so. Just again, DM, just to cover this, there was sound before we're in the where Kobu was standing. The sound just went there. There
Yeah.
was sound before that area.
So, to put it into context, Mina, you can still make noise, rustling the leaves beside you.
Okay.
Interesting.
Kobu, your turn.
Nice. This is a difficult one. Do I continue running forward and win the race, which is the most important thing to Kova?
I believe in Kobu.
Honestly, I have a funny story I'll tell you later, but yes, I think you would do that.
Yeah, I genuinely think Kova's going to continue. he's got one mind here. This is,
Regardless of the thing that just tried to tear him into pieces.
yeah.
It makes
Kova's
sense.
going to go 5, 10. Obviously, at this point in time, as I'm about to go 15, they could attack of opportunity if they
They
want.
will certainly try and do that.
Before you roll that dice, I'm going to give you an 8. I'm going to use my portent.
Oh, very good.
Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
Nice.
This isn't Kova's first race. He knows that.
So
This isn't his first sports day.
8 plus the attack modifier does a 15 hit.
Whoa! That's a attack modifier. That's different to the one that was used before.
No, it's plus 7.
Plus 7. Wowie. Yeah, just about.
I'll just roll it there and so I can do the damage for 20 points of slashing damage.
Yowza. Wow. Look at that.
That's max damage. Wow.
Yeah. Let me just write that down. Cool.
Just a note, Kobu, not looking so good.
Yeah, I know.
Not looking so good. No, it doesn't.
No.
That's for everyone.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15,
Don't worry, my healing's nonverbal.
20. When can I start hearing myself?
You can now. Yeah.
Can now. So I'm going to shout back to everyone. Only when you're near the weird fucking creeps, just get silent.
Got it. Wait, no, I don't.
And can I still see that scarecrow in what does it actually look like? We're calling it scarecrows, but I
Yeah,
don't.
like they were wearing like the scarecrow's hat. They have this like mask on them, and the rest of them is just kind of this like fleshy kind of whatever you want. It looks like a kind of they're wearing like a cape.
One of
it's
my
actually
least favorite words.
Fleshy.
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 Mhm.
I feel like, yeah, no, moist is one that I hate the
Yeah,
most.
it's like it's a moist kind of word though.
Moist
isn't it?
flesh.
Moist,
It's
onomatopoeically
moist.
moist.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
No, I don't like that word. Stop.
Okay.
Forbidden.
Okay. But there you go. That is your disgusting description of these things.
Thank you. I'm traumatized for the rest of the evening. I'm gonna have nightmares.
For the I'm offended.
I can either do one of two things, and I think I'm going to do the irresponsible thing, which is
That tracks.
yeah. I could try to heal myself and do all that kind of stuff, but look, it's people they're vying for blood out there. The audience they're begging for someone to go down. So I'm gonna cast my most powerful damaging spell. Kobu, as he runs, turns around, realizes he's winning this race. So
Yeah.
I can take a little nap here, like a story's Aaron once told me, and nothing bad will happen right at the finish line. And as he spins his branches around and pulls them, he's going to cast Synaptic Static.
Oh, I love
Big-
it.
It's
Love
a
it.
20-foot radius.
Like a
so that
psychic
would just-
fireball.
Yeah. Boom. So I can't see what's over here, but like 20 foot from the scarecrow
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
that way. I don't
He's
know.
gonna capture the scarecrow, but not Zarin. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And should anything be behind there, capture that too.
Yep.
So it's an intelligence saving throw of 18.
Ooh. These things are not known
How
for their intelligence.
intelligent are these scarecrows?
That is an 8.
Oh, nice.
All right. Eat the wrath of all my words. 18 of them. As Koba begins nattering to himself, going, "This is not how I'm gonna die. I'm not scared of farms. You're not gonna scare me."
No.
18 damage.
Death by exposure therapy.
I don't think I can do anything else on my turn, so that would be no bonus actions, no nothing. Yeah, all good.
Mina, Jun, Gendry, Kobu, you hear rustling coming from the shrubs and whatever you call them, the vegetation, coming from this direction.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, you're lucky you're down there, Mark, because you told me that information just when you needed to.
And that is their movement. That is all they can do. So this one right next to Zarin is going to try and constrict him in that cape. I won't say those two other words that I was going to use.
Please don't. Please don't.
For a 24.
That hits, yeah.
15 points of force damage as it just kind of really gets you in that bear hug.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like,
And you... Let me see here.
like grappled or something.
Oof.
Yes, I will need a grapple check at the start of your turn.
At the start of my turn.
Oh,
okay.
sorry, no.
Yeah, so is that a strength, is it?
Yeah.
Let's strength check though. There we go. That's athletics. What's going on? Strength check. 14?
14 just makes it. You're able to break free.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah! Yeah. Let's go.
All right, that's all he can do. So, Mina, your turn.
Am I silenced?
No. You are okay.
Excellent. Good to know. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing, so I was seeing too much because I was looking at the Twitch stream, so I've got to check out what I can actually see. So I can see the one on Zarin, yeah?
Yes.
Great. So I am gonna, for my action, I am gonna Sacred Flame, which is a dexterity saving throw. You need to beat a 16.
Okay, coming at you. It's a 14.
Got to actually cast it as well. Yeah, so that's 21 points of damage total because I get extra radiant.
So you can see
that
when
radiant?
this. I think so. It says radiant there.
Yeah, I get extra radiant damage.
So
It's a celestial
okay,
thing.
very nice. So 21 points total, and you can see that when you cast this sacred flame, this sacred light, this burning sacred light, seems to just burn even hotter and brighter against this creature, and just shrieks out in pain. How does it die? Does it die well, or does it just crumble to ash?
It crumples to ash, but it scatters, and it very noticeably goes into the earth. It's almost like sucked into the soil.
Didn't appear to like that radiant damage very much.
Mina goes, cute. And then Misty steps to the far side of like
Smart.
the silence
taken
area
that nap.
towards Kobu. So I am gonna move me 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm up with Kobu here.
Sorry, Mark. I meant to mention this, and it probably would have affected Zarin, but we can forget it for that. That your attack rolls and ability checks and Constitution saving throws have to minus a D6 while you've been synaptic static tainted.
Yeah.
Well, that was just for this guy who's now dead anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in general.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Jun.
All right. Well,
You know, something's out there. Something being that they're trees. But you can't see.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
can I actually also use some regular movement? I'm going to move a couple more squares.
Absolutely. Yeah.
so he heard movement like in front of him. Well, roughly in this direction.
In that direction, yeah.
Yeah.
How far away it is, you are not sure.
So Jun has blind sight. So even if they are invisible,
Okay.
I can't see them unless they succeed. Like
So
unless they succeed in hiding themselves from him. So
what is the range on that?
it's only 10 feet.
Okay. Well, you're certain there's nothing around 10 feet.
Okay. So Jun is gonna stay next to Gendry, since everyone seems to have sort of run into the forest, and seeing that he has his like balls of fire apparently around him, it's like he's protected for now. So
Nice.
Jin is just going to enter a rage as his bonus action, and
Understandable.
he's going to leap towards where he heard the sound of like rustling leaves.
Okay. So you're jumping the hedge, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Let me loop you over. And as soon as you clear the hedge, you see another one of those creatures further up. Looks like it's skulking about, trying to pounce onto one of your companions.
Okay, so I used 10 feet of movement. Yeah, no, he's running straight for it. So he's just going to use the rest of his movement to close the distance.
Yeah, cool.
And he is definitely going to start slashing with his now elongated wolf-like claws.
Yeah.
And I am going to...
Ooh, nice.
Ooh!
And
And that's the first one. So how did criticals work again?
So I think roll again. You can either double it or roll the dice again. It's up to you. I don't mind which one you prefer.
Okay, I'll just roll double. That's fine with me. Okay, 8, and then I'm just going to roll the other one as part of the critical.
And don't forget to add your rage.
Oh, shit,
you
that's
only-
right.
So it's an extra 2, I believe, for rage.
Rage for let me double check the rage here. Where's my rage? Right here. It's a +2 to strength saving throws, melee damage with strength weapons, and yeah.
Yeah, so takes every bit of that damage then.
8, it's like 20 slashing total on the first hit.
Mhm.
And then he's going to, as part of the same action, he has a second claw attack.
Yep. 16 will hit.
Right? And this time I'm going to use the right one.
It's 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 points of damage. Very nice.
Does it already add? No, it didn't add. Okay. I
just-
have to add it myself. Yeah, sorry about that. So,
No problem.
and then he has a second action, which he's going to use his claws again.
Before you do, actually,
Yes.
Christian's after making a very good point. I forgot to roll in the critical hit table. So can I get a
Oh.
D100 from you? Please?
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Christian.
Thank you very much.
95. Nice and high, okay. Okay, so you strike with debilitating force. Roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond your normal critical roll, and the target suffers permanent injury chosen by the DM.
Nice.
So you get another fucking crit on top of that. That is...
Oh my god. Okay.
That
Oh
is
man.
incredible.
This werewolf is just like absolutely shredding the scarecrow to bits.
It's like my dog with a soft toy. It
Yep.
just
It's exactly what
Don't
this
fight
is.
a wolf on a farm.
So that's going to be with a +2 on top of that. So that's 10 again. Plus I'm gonna roll it again.
Ooh, insert Eamon Ryan joke here.
12. So 22.
You absolutely maim this thing. It just tear into it, and I still think you get another attack on top of it. It is still alive, although you have just torn shreds out of this thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's just, it's just like ripping like the stuffing out of this thing.
Who shreds, you
And-
say?
Oh, actually, I don't think a 14 hits, but I'm going to use my bless. I'm gonna do it.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh,
15
Oh.
first hits. 15
Bravo.
Very
thank
well
you,
used.
person who gave me that bless. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm going to roll the damage. I don't know why it doesn't automatically add the rage damage.
Oh, 11 points of damage. How does he die? You've dealt 62 points of damage in one turn. It's HP with 60.
Oh, absolutely. Like the instant like Jin enters that rage, it's that form that becomes more lupine and savage in nature, and I just imagined him leaping and bounding into the bush, and once he caught that scent, I don't know if you guys see the Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, but it's just, you don't even see him. It's just a blur of fur and teeth and fangs, and he tears this thing open. It's just brutality. Just stuffing is flying everywhere.
That is gruesome. Like all in one turn. That is amazing. Well done. Well done.
Nice.
Thank you. And
So you would like
that is my turn. I swear, that is my turn.
No worries. No, that was excellent. Gendry, your turn.
Love that. Okay, hearing the sound of Jin tearing apart another poor individual, we are going to start getting our way out through this field. We're going to take full movement, 4 or 5. How far can I see? Okay, I can see up to where Mina is. Getting that far, knowing Jun's probably still way up ahead of where he is, he's going to cast Vortex Warp on himself, and he is going to teleport 90 feet straight ahead.
Okay.
Or I guess it's only as far as I can see, so I can see up to where Mina is.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, he'll end up there.
Come join me.
Hello.
He just appears out of
Hey, buddy. Hey, teleportation buddy.
Hey. You know, I really wish I had saved on this meteor spell. That was... I don't know. Can I hear any more, like...
Oh yeah, we're out of
Rustling,
the
anything?
silencing over here, I think.
Yeah, you can. You're not out of the woods yet, so to speak.
Okay, okay.
But are we
Out of the
but
tomatoes.
we're out of the silence.
You're out of the silent zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels real nice. All right, yeah, I guess we'll end our turn there.
Okay. Zarin, your turn, my friend.
If I kind of where I'm standing now with this dead body or the remains kind of soaking into the ground, can I hear anything? Am I able to hear?
Yeah, you're no longer silenced.
Grand.
It's almost as if the silence was emanating from this creature.
And do I sense anything around me? Anything else? Like if I make a perception check or something, is there anything else in the bushes? You know,
Yeah,
is there a clever girl moment waiting to happen or something's like, wow.
I'll take a perception check, but it will be your action if you're stopping to kind of suss out your surroundings.
Okay.
Excuse you, Jean just had our clever girl moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much
Very
so.
true.
If that's the case, then I think I see Kobu in pretty bad shape, and I'm gonna move like the 10 feet, pick up Kobu as an action if that's okay, hoist him up onto my shoulders, and then move the rest of the distance towards the end of the tomato field.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just pop up here to Mina, and then Kobu's with me as well.
Gonna make it, sir.
You are going to make it, my boy. You are going to make it. You're going to be fine. We will heal you.
I'm just kidding. I'm distracting you because I'm gonna poke my. I win. You did the post, you idiot.
You fool! You absolute fool!
And yeah, and then at that point, then if I'm out of things, I will cast Shield of Faith on Kobu at that
Sure.
point
Yep.
as a
Sounds
bonus
good.
action, and that is the end of my go.
Alrighty. Kobu, it is your turn.
Nice. I guess I'm with Zarin. But did we move out of the tomato field?
I think so, yeah. You'd probably be
Cool.
just up another couple of squares, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I heard the rustling before, but I presume I can't see anything. And that's fine. That is all good. So instead, I am within touch range of myself, Zarin, Mina, and Gendry. So, 2 additional targets. 3 additional targets. I am going to look around at my friends and go, see, it's important we're all brave because we're all heroes. And as I kind of reach out and place a hand on each of their shoulders, I will cast heroism on us all. We cannot be frightened. We gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier at the start of each of our turns, which is one hit point every turn.
Nice.
But given that it's concentration up to a minute, I'm going to concentrate it on a minute, which is 10 hit points after a while. So it all counts.
Yeah.
It all counts.
Nice.
That is my turn. I don't think there's anything else I can do, unless I'm just keeping an eye out. Actually, you know what I'll do? I will send Jingle Jangle up into the sky to the birds so that he can tell the crows, fresh scarecrow down here, and we're really wicked them for you. Come on. The thing you hate the most.
This is for you.
I
We've
actually-
murdered your enemy.
I have a quick point of order of an ability I forgot that I had, which is after part of my celestial stuff is that I can pick up to 5 creatures after a short or long rest to give 9 temporary hit points to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
So obviously that's all of you have 9 temporary hit points on top of that.
Nice.
I
Love
totally
that.
forgot that was the thing because I remembered that I got 15, but I forgot that other people got it as well. So you all also have 9.
9.
Let me just add that here.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to add it to my regular ones because they would have been the ones that went first. I presume.
Yeah, same.
Awesome.
So,
All right.
yeah, okay.
So all I'm doing is telling Jingle Jangle to go up. Technically,
Oh, yeah.
familiars get their own turns, but complicated maths and grinding effects. Jingle's going up into the sky to meet the crows.
Okay, and as he's going up, it's like he's going up to join this murder of crows, and it's like coming into contact with the rotary blades on a helicopter. He just and
Oh no!
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. You can't sit with us.
Like immediate exploding kit.
On Tuesdays
Yeah.
we wear black.
Damn.
The
Like,
feathers just.
you're just not with us. You can't fly with us.
It's like,
That's rough, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't worry, he'll be back in like I don't know, a couple hours. He does this.
Jun, you hear more rustling of leaves and vegetation, but all of a sudden it just stops. And this dude appears from behind you, and he's gonna lash out with his claws.
Bring it.
There's a 10.
Bring it, bitch.
That doesn't hit.
He'll reel back for his second attack. For a
That
20
will hit. That'll definitely hit.
Ooh, for 20 points, but that's slashing damage. So
Oof.
that'll be halved to 10 because you're raging.
Because I have resistance, yeah. Nice.
His bonus action, he is going to kind of cast this weird kind of ability he has. He's going to, you see just around you that these duplicates kind of just poop up all over the place.
Wow.
I'm just going to delete this one and put it here.
Good.
So this is basically, actually, you don't know what it is. And that'll end his turn.
Respectable. I respect it.
So Mina, it is your turn. You can kind of see these kind of, I'll just remove that. You can see these kind of things starting to
Yeah,
flop
don't
around.
like that. I'm not about that at all. So I'm gonna let me just sorry, I have to check the range on this. How far away from me are they? They're less than 60 feet away, right?
Oh yeah.
From
Yeah, so-
where you are? Yeah.
So the one that's between Jun and escape route, I'm gonna Sacred Flame that one. So that's again, it's a dex check.
So this one right here.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm
Okay.
Sacred Flaming. So that one needs to make a dex save. Sure.
Okay, can you roll a d20 for me?
Who, me?
Yes, please.
A 13.
A 13. I always forget how this bloody spell works. Give me 1 second.
It's the one I'm thinking of. It's like it's an
here.
ever lowering DC, right? It's like starts really high. And
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah.
I want to just check and see if thingy hits. Yeah, you do not hit the correct one. You see one of these things just up into like a cloud of mist. Your spell hit a fake target.
That's fine too. It's a counter. To which Mina goes, Jun, bug out. That's my turn.
It's a
I'm gonna
momentary
move a little-
interruption.
I'm gonna just be like, run, and then I'm gonna just take a few steps further away from the tomatoes.
Good call.
So did you hit the one that was the real one, or?
No, but I showed you that the one between you and the exit was an illusion.
Understood. So it is. Oh, it's my turn. Yeah, he's not running. Not when he's raging.
No, too angry.
He's way too angry. Like
I mean,
wolf brain.
you can run away angry.
Yeah, yeah, but he'll lose his rage if he does. So wolf brain. Yeah, no, he's going to. In the midst of his rage, he's just going to attack. You know what? He's going to attack the one right next to him. Let's try this one, buddy, right here.
Okay, let's try a d20 first to see if you hit the correct one.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a 3.
You do.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Wow, he's just on it tonight. All right.
Wow.
Hit the correct one.
In the midst of that rage, he again just does a swipe of the claws.
Oh yeah, that
Ooh,
certainly
baby.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to hit. For first claw attack, that's going to be 8.
8 total. Okay.
And the second claw, again, I'm going to roll for the other one.
Ooh, 10,
Oh.
10 won't, unfortunately.
That's going to miss. He's going to use his second attack and keep swiping.
Oh no.
Oh no!
We'll need to roll on the
Ooh.
crit
No
fumble
swiping.
table this time.
Oh,
so-
I do. I'm going to roll it.
Whoa.
1 minute, DM. Gendry is going to use a reaction. Even though like there's space and obstructions between him and Jun, there's a moment where this really bad hit just kind of crosses Gendry's vision. He's going to use Bountiful Luck. He extends his halfling luck to Jun. So you can re-roll that attack. You have to use it, and I cannot use my lucky racial trait at the end of the next turn, or till the start of the next turn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which is right after this.
Yes.
Yeah, 20
That's much better.
That was excellent.
Okay.
Clutch.
That was so clutch. So 7,
Damage. Okay.
and then comes the last one, the second swipe. Oh no, wait. I rolled.
That
How
was-
many times
that
did I roll?
was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yep. Wait, I have a bonus action as well.
Oh dear. Hang on. I was-
Oh dear.
No, sorry. I was saying oh dear to something else. Sorry.
I mean, it's
Wrong thing.
it's fair. It's fair. What do I want to do as my?
Oh crap. Doing something even wronger.
Yeah, so he's gonna use his long tooth shifting strike as the bonus action. Oh,
Oof.
that's going to be 9 piercing.
Yep. So yeah, you swipe and slash, and, lash out them with the shifting strike, and you tear clumps out of this thing. But you're roaring and screaming and shouting as you're attacking in this feral manner, but no sound comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, so you just see this angry werewolf, just like the snout, like the snarl and like a bit of saliva is just, it's a mess. It's a hot mess.
Alrighty, is that the end of your turn then?
It very much is. He's staying right there. Oh, actually, might he reposition right here now that he actually struck this guy right here.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose to be fair, it won't provoke an attack of opportunity because there's duplicates and stuff. Gendry, your turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, Gendry's become a little bit more concerned with these crows. How high up in the air are they?
Well, 150 feet. They're fairly high up.
Unfortunate, just out of range. Okay, then in that case, we're gonna move over. See Jun with what looks like 3 of these creatures. And Gendry remembers, wait, I know this spell. I know a workaround. And he's gonna use his bonus action, and he's gonna send 2 meteors towards the one in the very back, hitting all 3. And then this one needs to make a dex saving throw. 2 of them, actually.
2 dex saves.
Yes.
The first one. 22. Second
Okay.
one is a 22.
Wow. Really,
Damn.
really good. I wonder if that's half damage or if that is half as much damage on successful. So half of 4d6 fire damage. So 8, 12, total is 6 fire damage altogether.
What is the HP on these things? Oh, it's just destroyed. So yeah, the duplicates are destroyed. Nice.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sure do. And then with his action, sees the last remaining one, and he's going to just extend a hand and fire forth a firebolt towards it.
Ooh, 20.
Nice.
For a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Why is that in my way?
Ooh,
For
wow.
21 points of fire damage.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
That is a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, this thing is still up and about.
Oof.
All right. And I guess we got a little bit of movement. We'll just kind of move back. Still in eyesight of everything going on, but a little bit back towards this end, and that'll be it.
Darren, your turn.
Zara's is going to turn to Kobu,
Hold on, boy.
and he's just going to run straight at the thing, swinging his mace and pumping some divine smite into this because he saw what the radiant damage did to the other one. And I'm just going to swing 2 attacks at it. So the first one to hit is a 23.
Yeah.
So I'm pumping a 2nd level divine smite. And if D&D Beyond would only fucking do its thing, that'd be great. So that's the first damage. I don't know why it keeps rolling radiant damage when I do this. It shouldn't. It's 4 bludgeoning plus
14 radiant. Oh, sorry, that's the total.
So that's the
That's what's
it's
confusing me the whole time.
it's real confusing because it shouldn't be rolling that. It should be just rolling the simple roll, but it's rolling the special roll against undead for some reason, which I'm not asking it to. And then the divine smite is 2d6, I believe, or 2d8. Hang on a second. 2d8, yeah. So we'll roll 2d8 damage.
Way to remember it is D8. Deity. That's how much the divine smite is.
Yeah.
Little mnemonic for anyone out there watching.
Roll, please. Roll. Thank you. I press roll. Thank you very much. And so that's another 8 damage. That's for the first hit.
So as you run up with your mace, you kind of do this like leap in the air. As you do, like this bolt of lightning, like Thor style, connects with your mace, and you just the vegetation in like a 10-foot radius just gets flattened like crop circles, and this thing is just evaporated into like nothing. It's just wiped out as your divine smite just completely eradicates it.
I just turn to Kobu and go,
Justice.
Justice.
And that eliminates the threat in the field.
Hey.
Yeah, Jin just comes like again on all fours, just runs out of that field, and you just hear this really loud howl as he like transforms back into himself, and he's like quickly putting back the mask back on, just I hate scarecrows.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty.
Yeah, I never thought I had a strong feeling on them until just now. Like, that's learned something new. Let's chalk that up for the day. We've all learned something new about ourselves. in the world.
Unnecessarily creepy.
Yeah, it's like it just didn't need to be like that.
Because there's no scarecrows anymore and there's a lot of crows. I think we kind of, and Kobe's just gonna put on the hat he took and just kind of go like, it's just in case they come down. We gotta pretend there's still scarecrows in this field. So
Oh, I hate scarecrows! And you see like
it's me, your friend Kobe.
I like that
I'm
Kobo has
joking,
collected a
but what
piece of
is-
clothing
this
from
is
everywhere we've gone.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Mina's gonna just walk away from the tomatoes. Can't fucking take this anymore.
Yeah. Start moving towards the end of the field there.
Yeah, so there's a shed here, and there's a set of double doors here, barn doors at the very front.
Ooh.
Over this way.
Yeah, just here.
I'm gonna investigate the doors.
That
I've got a
would
new
be-
thing now where I investigate doors. This is a
Yeah,
15
like, I mean,
door
they're
check.
They're very shoddy kind of wooden doors. You can even like peer in through like the crack in the doors that open inwards, and you see boxes and boxes of tomatoes.
I open the doors just to have a proper look, but I don't think we want to be in here.
Yeah, so it does go into an L shape. Oh, and look, you see
Mina's like,
tanks.
oh, thank fucking God, Jesus.
Oh yes.
So this room
Is that tomato juice?
It is, yeah. It's a big old thing of tomato juice, and then but this red in the other tanks is a different kind of like viscosity or whatever to tomato juice. It's something different.
Relish.
I just don't want it to be blood.
Mhm.
I would
Can I-
like to go over.
I would like to sniff the tomato.
I'm gonna go over the-
Does it smell like a tomato?
It does, yeah.
Can I lick the tomato? Does it taste like a tomato?
Tastes not fully completely bland, but it's just not as.
Tastes like tobacco. It's the tobacco.
It's tobacco. Yeah.
Tastes very
Oh.
ashen.
Mark, do I think there's blood in this tank?
You can roll an medicine check would be appropriate.
I don't think it is, but I don't want it to be.
It
Medicine.
could be.
It could be. Did you say medicine or
Yeah,
investigation?
medicine would be appropriate to see if it's blood
Okay,
or not.
medicine.
Oh, you don't know.
No, I have no fucking clue.
You don't know.
Hey, Gendry, is this blood?
I mean, take a
You're
look.
a
Yeah,
fucking oracle or something. Oracle me some. Is this blood?
yeah.
Oracle
No,
is-
Oracle me this.
What do you oracle
Riddle me
I
this,
see?
riddle man.
use that nat 20 portent. No, yeah. Gendry will take a quick look.
I'll take the same roll from you, sir.
All right, medicine. Eh? That actually, it's tempting actually, but we'll go for the roll. That's an 8.
Oh,
You don't know.
We have killed
I
so
don't- I
many
don't
people,
think
and we
blood.
don't. We're looking at the big tank of red stuff. Going,
What is this? Is blood?
Is this blood?
We've
Hey,
never seen
buddy,
blood like
is
this.
this blood?
It's usually splatted. It's usually.
Yeah, the smell of tomato is
If it's not
probably
leaking
more
out of a person,
overpowering.
I really don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
where like the pipes from this tank, are they going down into the ground?
There, yeah.
Well, we were
could just-
conflicted about destroying these things. Are we going to destroy these things?
I'm feeling. See, there are two wolves within me, and one of them just wants
Don't
to
say.
smash things, and then the other one wants to not do whatever LeBlanc wants me to do. But I don't know whether or not that's smash things, and so now I don't know the answer.
He does
I don't know
have.
what kind of wolf that smashes. What kind of wolf are you talking to? Would you not rather bite? The claw? Wolf doesn't.
like,
It
this
jumped
tank,
off
I
on
mean,
this
you
like
can bite-
tangent now. It's just like what?
Jen, if you want to bite the tank, bite the tank. I'm not gonna stop you. You gotta live.
He's gonna bite the tomato though.
Don't bite the tomato. That's pretty cursed.
And again, Mina, do you see any magical properties around any of this?
Do I see any magical properties?
I think it's
around
just a
any of this?
tomato.
No. I don't see curses though. I just see like magic spells. So that tomato could still be cursed, and I wouldn't be able to tell you that. That's not how these work.
I'm gonna do something here because we're so conflicted. I'm gonna just drop, kind of just get down on one knee and try and channel divinity for a guide to what we're supposed to do here.
Okay.
Good call.
So I'm basically gonna call out to Tyr and ask if
Is there anything to be said for having another mass?
pretty much. And it's like,
Are we supposed to destroy? Are we purely here to stop this madman?
and I'm just gonna try and channel divinity here on this one. So you see now, where is it gone? Do I have to roll on this? DM, is there anything in particular you want me to roll?
I'm actually not 100% on how this particular channel divinity works.
Not it's not channel divinity. I got that wrong. It's I'm praying. Basically, it's like, is it divine? What's it called?
Intervention? Are you doing divine intervention?
No, I'm trying to pray to Tyr to get guidance on this. And I actually thought I had it here, but I'm losing it on this. So my D&D Beyond page is like really slow.
Is it augury, any chance?
Oh,
Nah,
that might
spell.
make sense. Yeah.
I have augury. I could be completely messing this
You
up.
just want to be ogre, so you could do something in like a rhyming couplet.
Oh, it's the wrong keyboard. Augury. No, I don't seem to have it. I thought I had divine intervention, but maybe I lost it because I'm Outbreaker. But
Maybe we're just having a bit of a pray.
just having a bit of a pray.
Yeah,
Let's all give it a go. Let's just say grace.
I'm just gonna pray to Tyr and ask for guidance, basically, and see if Tyr guides me in the direction of justice. I'm getting. I'll be honest. You know what's happening here? I'm getting my characters mixed up because I have another paladin that has this ability. Or a cleric that has this ability, and I don't have it on. Yeah. So anyway, apologies, my fault. But I'm literally going to get down and pray to the God of justice and ask for guidance to guide me along the way of justice. So
Nina starts
myself.
having a little pray as well, just for the.
Can I get a wisdom check from you, Zern?
Okay.
Am I assisting?
No. You're taking the fucking piss.
No, Mina's very religious.
Mm-hmm.
If she's
Ew.
taking a piss, Jenna's just gonna smash the tomato on top of her head. Just
I'm not. She's actually very religious.
she's gonna do it. Just like stop being rude.
It dyes her hair red, would you believe?
Hmm.
No, it doesn't.
22.
22, yeah, okay.
It's not my fault. Everything I say sounds insincere. It's just my voice.
You were being a bit of an asshole. Come on.
Just how I sound.
With a 22, Zern, you just kind of get that feeling in your gut as you're praying that this contraption is fairly unjust towards the poor people of this city. It's siphoning everything that they know, love, and work for. That's your gut. That's what your gut is telling you.
That's all Zara needs to hear, and he just stands up, walks over to it, and just goes to town on it. Just literally,
Woo.
just without even saying a
Woo.
word, just full on, like, and just brings the mace down and just starts cracking through it.
As soon as he goes for one, I go for
Yeah.
the other. But
Start
I go a
punching.
little more strategic, and I'm going to try and scoop some out of this one as well.
All right, let's do the old usual sleight of hand check.
This just reminds me of Divine, where people are just beating on this trash can.
That's
Just these two
that's
people, just like
So
That's a dirty 20 to
Sorry.
fill my water skin full of red mystery liquid, and also like just drink a little as I'm going.
okay, so you're drinking some cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've kind of committed to this course of action at this stage.
That's fair. Yeah.
I would also like to
Sure.
point out, just in case it is anyway relevant, that Mina wasn't taking the piss and really did have a bit of a prey.
Okay.
She actually genuinely is really religious.
Okay, sorry.
But it's
Actually,
just
no.
that she's just such a natural asshole.
It's
It
just
just
everything
didn't
that went
occur to
on.
anyone that she wasn't taking the piss, which
It's
is
like the
in
boy who
character.
cried wolf.
Yeah, it's like
very
that's
in character.
fine. I think it's perfectly in keeping that you would assume she was taking the piss, but just in
she
case it's in
wasn't.
any way plot relevant to Mark should know.
Tear, do not smite down this halfling, please.
Yeah.
And I looked at my other character sheet. I confirmed that I was getting mixed up with my cleric.
Well,
So
I do that
apologies.
too.
Yeah,
No problem.
sorry. Too many characters on D&D Beyond. They make it so easy to make them all.
So, as Zarn absolutely annihilates one of these tanks, and Mina just very gingerly, like, and it's so certainly very rapidly kind of draining red. Does anyone else partake in a bit of an old tipple before it completely drains? I know Mina already stored some.
It definitely, as she starts to drink it, definitely not blood.
Definitely not blood. It tastes
Cool, just
like
wanted to
tomato
check.
juice.
Oh.
Gendry will take a little sip of that.
All right.
Yeah, tomato juice is all right.
Yeah.
You're going for Gendry and Jun?
Yep.
Okay. Cute. Yeah, you guys, you feel refreshed. It's nice and cool. Actually, you know, it's closer with all the other red that's siphoned out of this area. It's more like a Bloody Mary than just tomato juice.
Ooh, very nice.
There was a little bit of blood.
Bloody
It's got a little kick.
The blank pops in with a stick of celery.
Big crunch.
Twirling a piece of celery.
Yeah. I swear to God, if he turns up, he's just.
Who ordered the huevos
Why I
rancheros?
order?
Someone needs to cast Conjure Tabasco.
Yeah.
Melts
So, yeah, you've-
and salt rim.
Raining that last joke in. Are we gonna
Yeah, so,
are we gonna leave? I
yeah,
don't
you've
remember what I was
successfully
gonna say.
destroyed the red canisters or containers or whatever you want to call them.
What's the deal with those crows, though? Why were
I
they so
hate-
angry?
Very well said, actually, Jun, because you're standing outside right now, and no sooner does the tank Mina destroyed completely drain, does like a bird just flop from the sky, limp at your feet. You look up, and a few more start to drop, and all of a sudden they all follow suit. It is now kind of raining dead crows and ravens and stuff.
Is this gonna stay in the bar?
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna
you just
stay
hear
in
from the
bar
roof.
for that one.
You just hear from the roof. Just doof, doof, they're all just dropping.
Oof.
Absolutely fuck this place.
Yep.
Yeah, it lasts. It goes on for about 30 seconds until they're all falling from the sky.
So leaving now?
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm feeling a peace out coming on.
This is going to create such a vermin problem. All of these dead bird corpses.
Can
This crop
I
is
have
food.
just before we head back out there and we go on to our next. I think we need to head down to where Rick said, and I know I said we can't really trust Rick, and I stand by that we maybe trusted him a little too quick, but I don't necessarily think we can't trust him either. I just needed to inject some caution into the conversation. To where there were other people down by like the docks and stuff. He said there was like a gang of people. Was that where he said it was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm fairly
something like
certain they noticed the birds, at least.
Well, you know, but also because I feel like we don't know enough about what the fuck is actually going on here. Cause like, sure, I'm fine with smashing the tanks. The tanks are siphoning something. LeBlanc said he was siphoning stuff. It's a siphoning thing. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's okay. I'm with it so far. But why isn't he killing us?
That is a very good
I
question.
just feel like it's just like I feel there's some really creepy shit here. He's clearly
Yes.
got someone has power. I don't know if LeBlanc's the real, you know, Lebowski or whatever the fuck, but you know, but somebody here has a lot of power, and they're not murdering us with it.
Do you
That
think
makes me nervous.
LeBlanc is
I don't mind if
just
someone
the
tries to
front
kill me,
man?
like it's an honest murder, but like this is weird.
Mina, just like, speak for yourself. So,
I'm just saying, you don't think it's weird that they're not trying to kill us?
those they definitely try to kill me. I mean, no one
No,
can
but
kill
like,
Kobu.
I feel like they could try.
Um,
But like, they're all spread out. They're not coming after us. I don't know. I feel like there's something going
Does
on
anybody
here. that I'm
have just in the middle of all of this? Kobu could do it to heal, and I cannot heal. Does anyone have any healing ability that maybe?
I could
Absolutely,
heal, but only if we would have to, because I would be burning through a lot of spells.
Oh, I mean, I'll just talk to the sun.
Or a watering can over my head.
Yeah, like
but
my
like,
friends
if we
die
were-
every year, and they always come back come spring. So like, it's
If
natural.
we were gonna take a short rest, then I would do it. Not
Hmm.
Gendry. That
I
would be
do-
stupid, but
I do have a couple of potions here.
Oh.
If
Excellent. That is fine. I worry for the boy. He needs.
He does
yeah,
look
no,
a
I'm
bit
all
chipped.
for the healing.
Definitely.
I do agree, Mina, that there's something else here, but I will say that when I spoke to Tia just now, this place is sucking the life from the everyday person here. All of the people are suffering. So this is, whatever this is, it is wrong.
No, I mean, I'm glad we have that like divinely confirmed, because that's always really a big comfort. But also like vibe check wise, I was there. Yeah, no, bad times, bad time bears all around here.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I don't. It's like, you know what it's like? It's
just like things are too straightforward and simple.
yeah, there's that, but also like on one level it's this incredibly complex and like it's really complicated magic, because it's like sucking the life out of things in a way that life isn't meant to work like that. It's not right. It's like what we said about, you know, when stuff dies, it just dies and that energy moves around. This is wrong. It's not meant to move like this. But at the other side, why aren't they killing us?
Either LeBlanc is so confident that we aren't able to do it that he doesn't
I mean, and
care,
that could be it. He just
he's
assumes that
scared.
even if we destroy it, maybe he has people already repairing the blue and orange. Like, we don't know. Maybe they're fixed already.
We go back and check, just like a little peek.
I don't know. I mean, is
I
that
mean, it'd
crazy?
Be worth a check. No, it's not crazy at all.
But it didn't.
No crazier than sucking the color and life out of everyone and everything in this
I mean,
town.
I don't know that I want that as the yardstick, but
No, I mean, I guess.
When you spoke to him last, when he said don't continue on, was it kind of like, no, don't, stop, come back?
That's the problem, is everything
was
he says
it?
kind of sounds like that. That's what gets me kind of anxious. Yeah, but then I think that's, you know, the way like how everything I say sounds kind of sarcastic. Could be the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time I'm being sincere, but nobody can tell.
I will say this.
He might be goading us towards doing something that we don't want to do.
I mean,
But
none
we're
of us
doing
wanna be
it
here
because
at
we
all,
think
so, like,
it's not
that
what he
ship
wants to
sailed.
do.
But,
I think more information would be good.
Yes.
For
You
sure.
want me to do the Gendry? You said earlier about Arcane Eye, and I could send it through the tubes all the way to
Wherever it
LeBlanc,
goes.
to
Yeah.
wherever it goes.
I
We
would
could
love
find-
that personally.
That would, yeah. More information is always great.
We could. Does that mean we should stay here? I mean, we are protected by a load of crow corpses, so like at least it's a struggle for people to get in. We're kind of barricaded in a little bit.
I mean, we're in a building, so that has something going for it.
Yeah.
there
Walls are
might
better
be-
than none.
Mark, is there anything? What is this? What
What is this?
Oh, that is,
What is this?
it's a big old barrel of tomato juice.
Oh, okay.
And is it the
It's-
same?
Just side note, is that a vat of blood?
Yeah, I'm like,
little altar in the corner.
yeah.
And is it the same? Does it seem to be the same consistency of the shit that we just knocked out of that tank? The tanks?
No. Different.
This is the-
just
this is the good
watery-
stuff.
It's
This is
kind of
pure-
watery than a tomato juice kind of thing. Yeah.
Watery. Okay.
So should I send the eye through the tubes as far as it
I
goes?
think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Is there a range on that?
Yeah, this is the interesting thing. There's no limit to how far away the eye can move,
Okay, that's fine.
but it can't enter another plane of existence. So as long as it stays on where we are. which is wild. What a spell!
Mm.
What?
Yeah.
Decide the other side of the continent. Be right
Yeah.
back.
It would take a while, but
it would
like,
take a while. Just have like a normal walking speed.
Kobe
it's like
plays-
having your own drone. It's just like,
Yeah, he plays
Yeah.
Microsoft
It's a bit like
Flight
having a
Simulator.
drone.
He's just
Great for
Okay.
aerial photography.
so yes. I would
you
cast
cast,
Arcane Eye.
you cast Arcane Eye and you send it down the little pipe. And the guys are just kind of sitting around as you're kind of just, sitting down and just going dee 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 dee, waiting for the eye to like get all the way through all the little pipes. And the further in you go, like you can see that the stream of red that's in this pipe is getting less and less because obviously you cut off the supply. And then you hit a point where it just goes bam, and the Arcane Eye is dispelled.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You were kind of, for context, you were kind of going through this pipe for about maybe 15-20 minutes.
Wow.
Interesting.
So somewhere, and do I get the impression that I was heading in the direction of the castle?
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah. It's-
Somewhere there's like a dispel magic thing around the castle, which is pretty interesting from a magic point of view because it means whatever's in this liquid obviously gets like.
But also, it's not magic. That's the weird thing about this liquid. It's not magic as we It's not arcane. It's something, obviously, but it's not arcane.
Mm.
But it's not undead either.
I
It's
probably
just
won't be able to, if we're
something.
confronting him in the castle, if there's something that stops magic going into the castle, I'm not afraid of farms anymore. Fuck farms. but I am afraid if I walk through this barrier, I'll just stop being Kobu.
That's a concern, and we will
Yeah,
definitely.
big
I'll be
time.
able to tell you though, because if there's something that casts dispel magic, I'll see it from 30 feet away.
And I'll dispel it first.
You could do that, or you could just not walk into it. Also,
Also that.
depending on how powerful it looks. But also, what's interesting is it can't be a total field. I think it has to be something that's localized because he's casting spells, assumedly from inside there. So, because
Yeah.
he is using arcane magic. Even if this isn't arcane, his stuff is arcane. I know his shit.
If we destroy a few more of these, sometimes I find that like the way Destiny works and Fate works and realities work, and there's all these different realities, which is like wild because like if you take a step forward, you're stepping into a new reality. If you don't step at all, it's like it's kind of Gendry knows what I'm talking about. You can
Oh
kinda
yeah,
see
no,
the way-
seen it once and seen it 100 times.
But sometimes
Is it
just
like
if
improv
you-
comedy?
Yeah. Until you get
Yeah.
the suggestion, you don't know what's going to happen. You kind of flow with it. And sometimes the gods, not like Tyr, but like just in general, like give you information at a certain time. So maybe just today is not the time, but we destroy a few more things, and maybe they'll be happy to fill us in on anything that like life hasn't landed in front of us. So I can always
Yeah.
just send the eye down the pipes, and if it keeps happening, it keeps happening. But
Mina's gonna sit down, and Mina's got this very, very fancy, performer's clothes, and lots of them involve like ribbons and scarves and stuff attached to her fancy shirt. And she just kind of taken the stuff off her arms and putting away her scarves and ribbons and bits of extra jewelry, and slowly like rolls up her fancy shirt sleeves, and you can just see from the middle of her like hand all the way up her arms are just tattoos that are mostly words, but like that look like vines.
mom in a heart,
And
that
it's-
kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's her spell book. And she kind of looks at them and is trying to see if there's anything new. And she's kind of looking at it like, sometimes, I don't know, it hasn't happened in a while. But I don't really know why. But like after I became a bard, sometimes like my goddess like sends me on missions through my arms, but I don't think there's anything there right now. But I'll let you know if anything pops up since you're on this destiny kick. I don't think there's anything there right now. But I don't really know what that has. I don't really know why. But I don't know what that's about.
Mm.
But every now and again I'll get like a new spell I didn't have before, and it'll just like pop up on my arm.
Neat.
But I don't really know how that works. I guess it has. I don't know. I don't know a lot of other bards.
Magic is strange.
Magic is so weird, right?
It's very
Wonderful,
strange.
Right?
Are we resting here? For I fear for young Kobu. He needs to recuperate in some way.
I don't mind resting. I will
I'm
say, like,
happy to
while
take a look.
Kobu was doing the arcane eye, I cast cure wounds on him.
Nice.
Roll that. Do. Yeah, so that's a
Nice.
34 points of healing.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So let's just say that happened while the arcane eye thing was happening.
Sure. Yep. And
Almost
you
back
see,
to full.
yeah, you see like branches like unbreak and straighten up, and leaves just kind of flourish once more on Kobu's arms.
Aw.
Aw.
What happens if
My
we
mom
cast
was a
some
gardener.
mending on Kobu?
He gets little scaffolding pants.
Yeah.
Umbrella suit.
That's adorable.
And as he's cured, you hear his voice kind of return to like a little bit. He was a little bit gravellier while he was hurt, but now he's cheerful and happy again.
Concerning in its own way.
The barks
Yeah.
were kind of cracked, and it's like everything was hard to.
It's just
speak
falling
about.
apart. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like pat. So are we taking a short rest?
I don't mind as long as Kobu is okay. That was my main concern. Do the rest of us require it?
I would love it if it was possible.
I think it.
Jordan is like, he only took 10 points of damage, so he's doing great. Like, he's like
Yeah.
glowing.
I took 6,
That's
so
like
I'm
a
good.
million points.
He's doing great.
Yeah, we can do
But also, if we do take a rest, you'll get those temporary hit points back from me.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
That would be a bonus of us taking a short rest.
All in on short rest. Pull it.
Sure.
Nice.
Sure, like, that's fine. Like,
Does
That was
anything
not
terrible
9.
happen while we try to have this short rest, Mark?
So you guys chill out for about an hour or so and just kind of patch yourselves up and, recuperate. But no, nothing of note.
Okay, so everybody gets 9 temporary hit points.
Nice.
nice.
Unless you
Also-
already, like, it doesn't stack. So if you didn't use your previous, it just, whatever happens, you have 9 temporary hit
9.
points. But if you didn't
Okay.
use them in the fight, then you
And-
still only have 9.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, Gendry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. All I was gonna say is at some point during the rest, Gendry's gonna pull out this little music box that has a carving of the sigil of Istis, the goddess of fates, on it. And he's gonna wind it up, and he's using Song of Rest. So anyone who's healing is gonna get an extra D6 of healing on this rest.
Nice.
So, this plan to find out more information from the local folk, I think that might be a next action,
Mm-hmm.
rather than rushing
Fully
straight
agree.
into another fight. Or
Where did Rick said something about a gang, right?
it was a
Yeah.
Docklands. It
Yeah.
a
Was that were they
Docklands.
down by there was like warehouse or something that he said that they operated out of? I can't really remember, but there was something like that.
Yeah, I think that was more or less how it went. I mean, we could always go see Slick Rick and see how it's
Slick
double
Rick.
check.
I mean, if it's on the way, I don't see the harm in it.
Yeah, but that's the general idea of what I'm thinking at the minute. Anyway.
Yeah, just to make sure we got our facts straight.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not saying let's avoid Rick forever. I was
No,
just
no.
saying maybe we were a little quick to like assume he was on our side just because he was the first person we met that spoke to us.
I admit it is a little strange that he seems to be retaining things while other people aren't.
Yeah,
I didn't really
like,
think
there
much
was
of it
just-
at the time, but
Yeah, I mean, it just I don't know. Maybe he's just smart and he's just keeping his wits about him and he's doing his best for himself and that's fair
Mhm.
enough. But just it was just kind of a thought I had. Could be nothing. Could be
He-
paranoia.
He did say that he consumed the blue liquid to keep himself sharp.
Yeah, no, I know like materially
But-
how he kept his mind, but
Since we have destroyed it only a couple of hours ago or a day ago, yes. I think, well, how long ago now is it? This
About,
was yes.
about a half a day ago now.
Half a day ago, yeah, we took a long rest at some
Because we
point.
did, yeah. He may have deteriorated. We might see some form of change in him, but if we don't, that in itself is suspicious.
well, he might
Yeah.
have done he might have pulled like me. I've got water skins full of all of them. Like he might have had some You know?
Maybe.
Actually, speaking of which, Gendry's gonna pull out a water skin, take a little drink of the blue liquid, and anyone else want some?
No, it's gross. It tastes like mint.
Yeah,
I already drank it, so.
yeah, but I think it's kind of an over time thing. Like he said, he had to keep drinking it.
But it's not just the blue one; it's any of them, because some of
Is
the other
it?
ones don't get. Yeah, because he said there are other people who know who they are that operate out of like the purple place and the green place, but they use those ones because that's how they can get in. But it's just that he happened to have a key for the House of Blues.
Oh, okay.
But it was just what he had access to. So the blue is not the most memory-ish. It's like any of them give you your memories still.
Oh, I'm kind of regretting that second swig then.
Tomato juice and orange.
It's like a really, really fudgy cocktail.
Yeah.
Really weird
Not a
fruit
fan.
salad.
Not a fan.
It's like, why is there a tomato in my mojito?
I feel that if these were all created from the misery of people, I want to abstain for as long as I can.
Fair enough.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, we could get into the whole there's no ethical consumption argument, but like this doesn't seem really like the time or place.
Definitely not.
Yeah. No.
Did we go say hello to all those fucks down by the docks?
Where did you learn this language?
Sorry, that's me. I gotta rein it in around the kid. I don't. I work in a tavern. Like the bouncer keeps the kids out. I don't normally have to worry about this.
Thank
you. He has been on the road quite a bit with myself, and we have seen quite the colourful array of individuals. Shall we? And I hoist Togo up onto my shoulders once more.
Hey, if we're in this, while we're here, do you think my language still counts as blue?
Yo, I totally missed that one.
It's for the best, probably.
Not.
Okay, you don't like
it's a joke. It'd be a real funny joke if you were my nana.
Cracking herself up laughing at this. That's my Orla.
She sounds much too pleased for me for that.
So yeah, it's like, crows everywhere.
Yeah, you kind of have to kick an awful lot of them aside before you can like take a proper step.
That's for Jingle. That's for Jangle. That's for Jingle Jangle. They're the same person. You didn't give them a chance.
They are literally a murder of crows.
Exactly.
Okay. I hate this.
Yeah, this is gross. Let's get it.
So you guys have successfully defeated the threat in the farmyard and destroyed the red tanks. Since you already dispelled LeBlanc from earlier, I'm going to just bring you guys right back to town.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Screw that guy.
Yeah. So, you guys make it back to town, and you have until next time to decide where location number 4 is going to be.
Yay!
We did it. Well, we're almost halfway.
I think we did it, right? This is a good thing, right? That we did it? That we're doing it? Like,
you're doing
guys?
Yeah, I
Feels
guess so.
Wow. It's a confused yay. It's like, yay?
Dear is guiding.
Did we do good?
I don't know what I'm doing. Or
Dear
why.
is guiding us for justice. We are doing well. We are doing what is right for justice. Justice.
Alrighty, guys. I think that is a good place to leave it. So we will be back next time to see, what color the guys are going to go for next, and what challenges or threats lie in store for them then. Or will they just keep dispelling LeBlanc until he just gets bored of them?
Very funny.
Yeah,
I feel like we should
might
do
go
that.
that
We're
route.
keep doing
very
that.
funny.
So he just
Every
rage
time.
quits every one of you back to your own.
Yes.
That'll be also very funny though.
Skipping all the dialogue. Just,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
tapping that X button. Right
Like, nope.
Do stuff.
In this game.
So I want to thank all these awesome players for joining on. I want to thank everyone in the chat for, keeping the chat going, all the puns, and Ryan for his lyrics to
Yeah, it's kicking
That
ass
was
tune.
great.
It
which
was
is now going to
awesome.
be the new theme tune.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll hope to see everyone back next time.
Thanks so much, Mark, for it.
Thanks,
And
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you
Mark.
so
Cheers,
much.
Mark.
Oh,
Always.
not at all. My pleasure. Thanks a million, guys. See you next time.
bye.